McCoy to the Rams at 13. That's the pick they got for James Pierce when they traded out and the Falcons traded up last year. McCoy's not working out. He blew his ACL out early last year. If he had not been hurt, he's probably the number one corner in the draft. The question is, will teams be able to see him work out at Tennessee, at a private workout, and truly see him up close to know if they're cool on the medical after coming back from the ACL? Jordan Tyson, you know who his brother is?
Richard Tyson from 3 O'Clock High.
That was good.
Thank you.
His brother plays for the Cavaliers.
Oh.
You don't?
Really?
You know the other Tyson?
Nope.
First-round pick from last year?
Not a Cavs fan.
15
Sorry.
points a game?
Really? That's his brother?
That's his brother.
Okay.
Yeah. You didn't know that?
No.
Okay.
I hadn't even thought about it.
Well, maybe he would go 7.
Oh.
I don't know.
Keep it in the family.
And then C.J. Allen, 15. Peter Woods, who's not working out today, at 16. Zion Young, who's hysterical on the podium yesterday. He had people cracking up at 17. Dylan Thieneman at 18. If you go back to Purdue 3 years ago, they had Tyrone Tracy, Nick Scorton, Dylan Thieneman, and Deion Banks, who could go bottom 1, top 2. And the team was not good. But they had all that first round, second round talent. Tyrone Tracy, I believe, third round. Falk, Messidor, whatever. You get my point. How many of those do you think are right? That's not anti-Mel. It's just we're 2 months out.
No. We still have lots.
Right.
We still have lots of time. You know, I still can't get enough of this. It gives you a good idea of who you're going to be looking out for, who we're going to see on Thursday and Friday in Pittsburgh this year. I love this time of year when the mocks come out, so I can't get enough of it. Like I said, every day, new mock, give it to me.
I mean, Monday the mocks are going to look totally different, though, right? Once all of this stuff gets done.
Yeah, for sure. You know. For sure.
If you had to do a mock, we have 5 seconds for your favorite NFL Network insider. I give you the first choice. Hold that thought. That's coming up.
If you're tired of hearing scary ads about the IRS, Tax Relief Advocates wants you to know you don't have to be afraid. No matter what challenging life situation you're facing while owing 10 or even hundreds of thousands in back taxes to the IRS, we have a solution. TRA has already negotiated over $1.5 billion in taxes owed by over 180,000 struggling taxpayers since 2017, earning over 1,000 5-star Google reviews and an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. Generous tax debt forgiveness programs are currently available that can end your tax nightmare and may reduce or eliminate what you owe the IRS. If you're facing collections or an audit, don't lose hope. Act now to check what tax relief you may qualify for. Simply visit TRA.com or call 800-583-4890. 800-583-4890. Again, that's 800-583-4890. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
This is a Pirate Radio Sports Break. I'm Shirley Rhodes. The East Carolina softball team will be back in action tomorrow in Greenville as the Pirates will host Ryder, Campbell, and St. John's for the Battle at the Max at Max R. Joyner Family Stadium. ECU is coming off a huge win over 18th-ranked Duke in Durham on Tuesday. Head coach Shane Winkler was a guest on Pirate Radio Live yesterday and says he feels pretty good about his team's 10-7 record despite a challenging schedule.
No, we feel good. I think last night did a lot for our confidence. We feel like going back to opening weekend, Alabama's one of the best teams in the country. I mean, they're undefeated. Georgia Tech, we lost 2 to them, but playing those type of opponents consistently the first month of the season gives us that ability to know what we have. We're calloused up a little bit. We got some scars. We know how to overcome things to where some teams that are playing absolutely nobody on their schedule have no RPI. They're not battle tested, and we've definitely put ourselves in position going into American play here in a couple weeks that we've been testing in a lot of different ways.
This has been a Pirate Radio Sports Break. I'm Shirley Rhodes.
Do you ever talk to yourself about where to eat today? And then you hear,
Warren's hot dogs.
Then you're thinking, yeah, 2 hot dogs, chips, and a drink for $7.50 would be awesome.
Warren's hot dogs.
And maybe some homemade lemonade, perhaps a pizza or a sub, and definitely an apple or peach turnover.
Warren's hot dogs.
Don't overthink where to eat today. Go to Warren's Hot Dogs in Greenville across from Ron Ayers or in Chocowinity next to the fire station. Warren's Hot Dogs, serving the Pirate Nation since 1991. Go Pirates!
Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry has been Greenville's premier dental practice for over over 40 years. I am Dr. Chris Gateway, and our mission at Michaels & Gateway is to provide exceptional dental care with compassion, integrity, and innovation, ensuring every patient leaves with a healthy, confident smile. Doctors Michaels & Gateway are committed to providing an outstanding patient experience with every visit. Not only do we offer all your dental needs under one roof, in most cases, we can take care of those needs on the same day. Bring your smile to us at Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry.
It's Budweiser's 150th anniversary, and we're celebrating with a Heritage Can Series that honors our legacy of being made of America. Collect all 4 designs. For 150 years, this Bud's for you. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2026. Anheuser-Busch. Budweiser Lager Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Carolina Eagle Distributing is celebrating 150 years of Budweiser all year long. For 150 years, Budweiser has been the heart of America beer culture, bringing people together across generations. Cheers to 150 years. This Bud's for you from Carolina Eagle, serving the Pirate Nation since 1989.
Hey Pirates, it's Lindsay Gray with Carolina Caliber. Warm up from the winter with hot manufacturer rebates and store discounts. Buy any new Winchester Super X pump, Wildcat, Expert, or XPR, get $25 back. Getting ready for turkey season? Buy any new Winchester Super X pump shotgun, get $50 back. Or bring in the heat with a Savage $100 rebate on a Savage Renegade shotgun. Don't forget 50% off Nomad turkey gear. Shop online or stop by Carolina Caliber on Fire Tower Road in Winterville. It's a time-honored tradition.
Greenville Motor Company celebrating 40 years serving the automotive needs of Greenville and Eastern Carolina. Here is Greenville Motor Company's Brian Cook.
Our factory-trained service professionals with years of experience are here to work on all makes and models of your vehicles, and we want to service your vehicles for life. We have comprehensive vehicle maintenance, oil changes, brake service, tire rotations, and much more.
Greenville Motor Company, locally owned by the Cook family, right across from Greenville Nissan at 1000 Southwest Greenville Boulevard. Go to driveherenow.com. Driven by service, powered by trust. Greenville Motor Company.
The Buccaneer Music Hall is your beacon of music in the land of the Pirates in ENC. Open at noon 7 days a week with live music. Come enjoy sports trivia with me, Clip Rock, every Monday. Tuesday and Wednesday, it's live local acoustic night, along with line dancing from 7 to 9 on Wednesday. Thursday, there's a brand new lineup with Singo starting at 8, followed by karaoke with DJ Dog. Ladies and free both Friday and Saturday nights with the best local bands in the area. Finish the weekend with free games and DJ Kids Scene.
Y'all come get bucked up.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington.
Can you be quiet, please? Thank you.
Welcome to Pirate Radio Live.
Clip. Hey, man, good to see you, brother.
We got Jarrett here. Hey, Jarrett. Hey, and we got left side. Strong side.
Y'all are intimidating guys. You know what I'm saying? Y'all are famous. Y'all are celebrity-type guys, and that's intimidating.
Gun, first down ECU, spinning free, still on his feet. Marlon Gunn Jr. He's gone.
How about them Pirates, baby?
You already know, my guy.
Pirate pride, baby. Pirate pride.
From the Pirate Radio studios in the heart of the Pirate Nation, here is your host, Clip Brock.
Welcome in to Hey, go sit over there. You want him to sit over there? Or here?
Where do you want me?
Where do you want him to sit?
He's fine.
He's fine. Welcome into a Thursday edition of Pirate Radio Live. Clip Rock here with you inside the Pirate Radio studios. Coming to you on Pirate Radio 92.7 FM in Greenville, 104.1 in Washington. We're on 1250, 930 online, PR927FM.com. We are on the Pirate Radio app, powered by Carolina Caliber, and you can find us on YouTube, Pirate Radio TV. Just dropped an interview with the mayor and Jonathan Ellerby, PJ Connelly, who threw out the first pitch ever, not the ceremonial first pitch, but first pitch as a pitcher in the Keith LeClaire Classic all those years ago. He'll talk some baseball and more later on in today's show, but that interview is available soon. My interview with Noah Henderson will be up on YouTube as well, which we'll have that for you on the show today later on. We got a lot of good football guests joining us on the show. We'll talk to our guy Rahjai Harris here in just a couple of seconds as he'll join us live from Texas. Also, Tyler Snead will join us on the program to talk about another CFL season for him and give us an update on his career. And as I mentioned, Noah Henderson from Texas as well. Plus Greg Hudson, former East Carolina defensive coordinator. And we'll talk college hoops with Jeff Nadu, but I will ask him what the line will be when ECU goes to Tuscaloosa to take on Alabama. So we got all that and more coming up on today's edition of Pirate Radio Live. We've got the Jackman. Jackson's here, intern Tanner, intern Zach. Avery's here, Shirley Rhodes, keeping it all straight. To my left, we've got Channel 9's Zach Kaplan joining us. What's up, Zach?
Hey, Clip. How are you?
I am doing great. And we'll go ahead and get to the Turner Home Team live line and talk to our first guest today. He is our guy, number 47, Rahjai Harris, joining us on Pirate Radio Live. Rahjai, how you doing, man?
What's going on, my guy? I'm blessed, man. I can't complain at all, my guy. How about yourself?
Doing great. Rahjai learning the plays, learning everything he's got to do, and also learning about time zones.
Definitely.
Got you on that central time zone, Rahjai. A little bit different, right?
Yeah, man. That's a camp mind for you, man. My mind on football, right? I ain't even thinking.
Hey, that's a good thing. I hope the coach hears that. You don't care about the time. You care about football. Well, Rahjai, let's get an update, man. How are things going out there in Texas for you?
It's going good, man. It's going good, man. It's flowing pretty well, man. Learning the plays, knowing my teammates, learning my teammates, man, and trying to embrace the standard that, Coach Pro, man, is establishing with the team, man. We got a lot of leaders, a lot of vets on this team, man, a lot of people that want to win, man. So that just make it even better. A lot of experience up front on the offensive line. So, man, you can't beat that. You know what I'm saying? You got them big boys up front, ready to block for you, hungry for you. Man, you can't beat that. You know what I'm saying? As a running back, you see that, practice. That just gives you the confidence to run through that line. So, man, I'm happy for the season, excited for the season, man. I can't wait for it.
That's awesome to hear. We talked to Noah Henderson earlier. We'll air that interview later, but I asked him about not only being around his team, but being around every player in the league, because Dallas is the hub for the UFL, and he said he'd be walking around and run into Rahjai, say what's up, and then go on about his business. So how cool is that, Rahjai, to not only be around your team, but be around basically the whole league?
Yeah, it's unique. It's definitely unique, man. Like, I think, man, when you travel, you be on the same plane as the people you're playing against. So it's cool for sure. But it's all cool, man. It's all positive. Ain't nobody, trying to start anything. Everybody here is about business. Definitely a lot of professionals in this building, man. And if you're not a professional, man, it's the easiest way to get sent home. So it's all cool vibes, man. Nothing negative. Everybody seems real chill, real humble, and really grateful for the opportunity.
So I guess kind of to that point, I mean, you spoke about part of it, Rahjai, and Zach Kaplan from Channel 9. Just how different, I mean, I feel like we see you guys in the middle of camp at ECU, and you look like you could use, a day off or two. How different is this camp getting ready for this league compared to the fall camps you used to have here at ECU?
It's more, I wouldn't say relaxed, but it's more smarter. Like, today we went, just walked through. We kept the schedule the same with the meetings and everything, but instead of just having 4 practices back to back, we went and walked through today. That's kind of different at ECU. You have 2 days of helmets, 2 days of shells, and then you'll go into full pass. It's not like that here. You know what I'm saying? You had 2 days of helmets, then you got 2 days in shells, but you got them breaks in between. You know what I'm saying? You got like 2 days throughout the whole week, where you have like a walk-through break type day. You know what I'm saying? So it's not as taxi. They're not really trying to, put too much stress on our bodies. The practices was more chill, more reps that really matter. We're not just out there just to be out there. We out there trying to get better each and every rep. But other than that, it's really football. It's all football at the end of the day. People are out here competing for a job. I think we got 65 people on the team right now, and I think the roster cut, the travel is like 40. So you got people out there trying to outwork their competition, and just being a good teammate, while you're doing it. So, practicing with these pros, man, the people that's done played in the league, these vets, it's humbling. You know what I'm saying? It's something that I've been praying for, you know what I'm saying, while I was home for a whole year, you know what I'm saying? So being able to be here and being able to compete and still being able to compete, man, is definitely a blessing.
It's interesting, right, Rahjai? You're the big man on campus in South Carolina at Burns, and then you come to ECU and get your feet wet, and you are thrown into the fire immediately, so you get a taste of it, but you're still learning the ropes. And then by the time of the end of your ECU career, you're big man on campus here in Greenville, and now you've been working hard, but you said you're around vets and stuff like that. So does that feel any different? I mean, is there any intimidation factor at all? Or do you go in there like, hey, I belong? I know I belong here.
Like I said, man, I've been when you at home for a long time, watching other people chase their dreams and chase your dreams, it hits kind of different.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So my mindset is totally different than when I was at ECU or when I was at Burns. I'm hungry. You know what I'm saying? I'm very hungry for this moment, man. So I'm gonna take advantage of everything I do, in that moment. Every single day I'm trying to find that 1%. How can I get better in this day? Not just on the field, not just off the field, but how can I get better as a player, as a student, as a boyfriend, as a dad? You know what I'm saying? So I'm really trying to work on myself right now. It's not really, I wouldn't say it's a big difference between the vets and the rookies that just got here, the new guys, but it is. You could tell a difference. That people that's done been here, they're doing things the right way. They're picking up trash off the floor, little stuff that adds to the big stuff. It's definitely a blessing.
As far as the running back room with your team goes, just like roughly how many guys, I know it's probably kind of transient, like guys in and out at this point, but roughly how many guys are kind of in that running back room with you right now?
There's 4 guys in here. There's 2 guys that's already been on the team, been in this league, and then there's 2 guys that just got here, me and another guy that played college ball in 2024. So it's 4 guys, man, and it's a good little rotation, man. And like I was saying, the practices it's not as taxing. You know what I'm saying? We're not going 4 or 5 reps in a row. It's every one. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to keep our body as fresh as possible. So you're getting limited reps, but it's not about the reps. It's about what you do with the reps, man. And that's what I love about being up here. That's what I love about being a professional, man. You're doing everything as a professional. You know what I'm saying? How you treat yourself, how you walk around the facility. Everybody's watching. You know what I'm saying? So I'm excited for the opportunity, not just for me, man, but for this whole organization, man, because I think this is the year for it. We got a great leaders, starting at the coaches, going down to the players, man. Everybody's buying in, man, and I can't wait to see what these next few weeks is going to look like.
All right, it is Thursday, February 26th. I see on X, Rahjai, that the UFL will have joint scrimmages coming up March 7th. So that's a week from Saturday, St. Louis Battlehawks and Houston Gamblers. So you'll get an opportunity to at least see a different jersey and maybe run a few plays. So that's got to fire you up.
Definitely, man. I can't wait. I can't wait, man. I really can't, man. Just to be able to show people what I can do. You know what I'm saying? Coming from a school like East Carolina, a lot of people don't really respect us, man. Just to show people that, man, you can play football from wherever you come from. You know what I'm saying? And me coming from ECU, that gave me a chip already, man. You feel me? Seeing guys from Bama, seeing guys I done played against at Michigan. You feel what I'm saying? So, just being able to, feel that, that presence of pro. You know what I'm saying? That I can do what they do. I already knew I could do what they do, but finally I'm getting the opportunity to show people that I can do what people do.
All right, Rahjai, well, talking to you now, we'll talk to another guy from the upstate, Noah Henderson, later, and had to mention South Carolina when he came on, too. I know y'all boys are different, right?
Come on, man. You already know. I already know, man.
Rahjai, we'll let you get back to it, man. Appreciate you joining us today. Obviously, we wish you the best, and keep working hard, man. 1%, like you say.
Yes, sir, man. It's going to add up, man. I appreciate you calling me, my guy.
All right, there it is. Rahjai Harris joining us to kick off today's show. And, Zach, I said one way to get me interested in the UFL is to have Rahjai Harris in it and playing. So if he's there, I'll be paying attention. I'll be watching a little spring football. I
would say between my time at Penn State with the Montana schools and here, I mean, he's got to be top 5, top 10 nicest athletes as far as people go.
He's top 5. He top 5.
No,
sure.
He's like one of the nicest people. He's a very easy guy to root for in the pros. I was gonna say if he faces any NC State guys on the defensive side of the ball, all he's got to do is show that run from the Military Bowl and let him know.
He's top 5, man. That's all I'm gonna say.
That's all I'm gonna say. He's top 5. Although
he's top 5 nicest people for sure. Absolutely.
Although that quote was him calling Alex Harper ugly, which was hilarious.
Oh,
that's what he meant by top 5. Yeah.
I don't like the way he looks.
I said, what does top 5 mean to Alex? And he was like, he's calling me one of the top 5 ugliest guys on the team. So he's funny, too.
Wow.
He's got a good sense of humor.
He's just letting ARP have it.
Rahjai loves some Basil's, and Basil's has got some new stuff going on the specialty menu. Roast beef melt, creamy beef ziti. I like that.
That sounds good. Yeah.
Chicken hibachi pizza, apple strudel pizza, all at Basil's, your community restaurant and pizzeria on Fire Tower Road. Rahjai orders off the menu. He gets the wings. We think pastas, pizzas, and Basil's. Rahjai says go with the wings.
Rahjai says I will go for option E.
There you go. All right. Big night in Pirate athletics last night. Pirate baseball gets up, gives up the lead, and ends up winning the game. And we'll hear from Cliff Godwin on our New Blue Pirate Report at some point today. Pirate basketball gets down double digits. They come back. And, boy, you want to know a sign of a bad team?
What's that, Clip?
What transpired at the end of that game for the UTSA Roadrunners last night? I mean, you can go back 1 week from last night to what happened in Minges at the end of ECU Wichita, and the shoe was on the other foot.
Right.
But last night, so I'm listening to it on the way home from trivia. I still haven't even seen what happened, but I heard it. Pirates get fouled down 3, which is the smart play by UTSA, about 5 seconds left. I think it's Cocker makes the first, misses the second on purpose, ball tipped around or whatever.
UTSA had it, and it fell out of the guy's hands.
Gardner shoots a 3 and is fouled on the 3, sinks all 3, so credit to him. Onions!
Shades of Ty Jerome from back in the day.
Late in the game, some late onions from Dimitri Gardner, and the Pirates escape with a 1-point win over the dreadful UTSA Roadrunners.
And if I'm not mistaken, they did the same thing last year in San Antonio. Also had to save victory from the jaws of defeat. And I don't know what it is about the Convocation Center. And didn't exactly look like Cameron Indoor last night as far as atmosphere, but
last year was CJ Walker with the game winner, I believe.
Yep. And that UTSA team wasn't as bad as this one, so there's levels to it. But my goodness, to even be in a game with those guys, I mean they were. I've heard multiple people say they were the worst team to come to Minges so far this year. And again, the Pirates have played the D2 team. They've played teams very low, in Division I, and UTSA, they're just abominably bad.
So Jared Kalmus, Alamo Audible, joins us to talk all things UTSA, and reached out to him to get him on the show before they came here, and he said, man, honestly, I'm swamped today, and also I haven't watched a game all season. And he's a guy that covers UTSA athletics. He is on to baseball and off-season football and not paying attention to basketball at all.
And he should, because UTSA is slowly turning into an East Carolina-type place where football and baseball, their baseball is really getting up and, won a regional last year and is starting to, be a contender in the American. So it's like East Carolina just in Texas, basically.
And last night, as I'm leaving trivia, Jackson is watching the end of, or the second half
of a MAC game
of East Carolina and Memphis. Jackson! Women's basketball. Pirates are down 11 with 7 minutes left, and I said they always come back. And Jackson said, "Well, not this late."
Did he say it like that?
He said, "Not this late." What'd you say? How'd you say it? Not this late.
Typically not this late.
Not this late. That's exactly when they come back. What are you talking about?
They've been doing it all year.
The fourth quarter. And, of course, the Pirates do come back.
Yeah.
And take it into double overtime. Mm-hmm. And lose by 8. Mm-hmm. Come on. What are we doing?
Tied it at the horn in regulation to send it to OT.
Yep.
We are losing to 2-12 Memphis on the road.
What makes it worse is this is now the second time the women have had the worst loss in the conference for someone who's supposed to be a top-tier team. This is the second time this season that we've lost to the bottom-standing team.
Rice wins. Let me get a standings update.
So I will say, as you go to the standings, they're still fine as long as they handle business in the last week. They still have they controlled their own destiny to be the 2 seed in the league. So it's a bad loss, yeah, but is it one that we'll remember after the year is over? Probably not, because they're locked into the 2 unless they really screw it up over the last week of the season.
That's what I was going to look at. They were a game and a half up going into last night.
They still have room to spare, and it's they're gonna, they're not catching Rice. They got South Florida right behind them. They got one more team is escaping me at the moment behind them.
North Texas,
thank you. And they certainly, like I said, they really would have to kind of trip over their shoelaces on the way to the finish line to really mess it up.
A game up on the Mean Green and a game and a half up on South Florida. So, as Zach said, they control their own destiny. As Nate Summers once told me, you can't control destiny, which is a great point. But if East Carolina does take care of business, they will be the 2 seed, which is all important because they get that double bye in the conference tournament. All right, we'll take a break. We'll go another segment with Zach. We got PJ Connelly coming up later on this hour. As we go to break, a real quick check-in with the chat gang. Jerry says, hello. It says, we are the Pirate Radio Live chat gang. Jamie says, hey now.
Hey now.
Jerry says, I don't see Zach glowing like he was in studio last week.
Kramer, what's going on in there?
Hunter says, hey, Zach.
Hey, Zach.
Hey, Hunter.
Okay.
I was waiting for the sound effect first.
Jackson said Zach had a glow down from last week. Terry says Zach is a very important guy.
Put it in reverse, Terry.
Yeah, put that comment in reverse. I'm not important. I appreciate you trying to gas me up.
Gas me up.
Yeah, no.
And Jamie says Zach still has an aura, I see.
That's what the kids say now. That means you're cool.
Did they say that now, or did they say that? I feel like that was so 2025.
Oh.
And I hope it's gone because it's stupid.
You're leaving aura in
I never adopted it. But God, I hate when these words become things.
Clip saying that was so last year.
I hate when people really just pretend like a word was invented. You know what I mean?
No. But they brought it back, Clip. It's on TikTok.
All right.
And now they got the Gen Z and Gen Alpha saying it.
I'm old.
So it's back.
I'm old. Whatever you kids want to do, go do it. I did some dumb stuff. I used to say fat when I was a kid. PHAT. What was I doing?
Would you write it? Oh, you couldn't. I was just thinking, would you write it on text message? But that was probably...
Text message? What is that? I don't know what that is.
You're more of a rotary phone guy.
We'll take a timeout, come back. We got a football schedule. ECU will be playing football later on this year, and we'll tell you the order of games when we return after this.
When it comes to building or remodeling your home, every detail matters. Hi, this is Kathy Herring with KDL Construction, and we believe great design begins with careful planning and ends with flawless execution. With open communication and a true partnership mindset, we guide you through every step, turning your vision into reality. Our goal, to deliver more than a building project. We create an experience that is seamless, stress-free, and inspiring. Visit KDLConstructionLLC.com to start your transformation today. KDL Construction, your vision, our craft.
Hey, Pirate Nation, get a jump on Mustache March by stopping by UBE or PirateWear.com this weekend and purchase a special Strikeout ALS t-shirt. Proceeds from the new t-shirts will be donated to the ECU Baseball Mustache March Fund to fight ALS. The last 4 years, Pirate Nation has helped raise over $8,000 with this promotion, and our goal this year is to get over the $10,000 mark. Get to UBE or PirateWear.com right now and get your new t-shirt while supplies last. Go Pirates!
If you're hungry for a great steak with honest-to-goodness flavor, head over to Larry's Steakhouse, open Monday through Saturday at 11 a.m., serving up hand-cut, aged ribeyes, tender grilled salmon, bold grilled shrimp, and juicy grilled pork chops, all right off the flame. Pile your plate high with a 25-item salad bar. Try one of our hearty daily lunch specials. Larry's Steakhouse, good food, good folks, and a good time. Located at 2800 East 10th Street across from the old Highway Patrol Station. Call 751-6510 for takeout and reservations. Larry's Steakhouse.
Doug Henry of Greenville is your premier used car dealership with over 300 vehicles to choose from and brand new inventory arriving daily to take care of all your needs. Doug Henry offers the best selection of used cars around, and it's easy to find right on the corner of Greenwood Boulevard and Memorial Drive. You can also find them at DougHenryofGreenville.com. Right on the corner and always right on the price. Doug Henry of Greenville.
Pirate Nation, your dream home starts with Unshakable Builders. Now building in Sutherland Estates in Greenville and Dolostone Court in Wilson with homes available now. And stay tuned, Cross Creek Townhomes in Greenville and Whitaker Glen in Farmville are coming soon. Browse available homes, explore floor plans, and see past projects today at unshakablebuilders.com. Have questions? Use live chat, fill out the contact form, or call the office at 814-9105. Unshakable Builders, build on a solid foundation.
At Children's Health Services, we understand the importance of your child's well-being. This is Dr. Chris Osmick, and our mission is to provide comprehensive, patient-centered health care through every stage of child development, starting the day they are born in the hospital. We are not just here to treat illnesses. We are here to partner with you on your child's health journey. Schedule an appointment today to build a brighter, healthier world for your children.
Hey everybody, this is Parker Bird. Visit our friends at Children's Health Services on Arlington Boulevard on 10th Street and at children'shealthservices.org. Go Pirates!
Chico's Mexican Restaurant is where the fiesta never ends. Grab your amigos and head to Chico's every Wednesday for shrimp tacos for only $11.99. Plus Wednesdays, all Mexican imports are just $3.49. Thursdays, enjoy your favorite beef, chicken, or vegetable fajitas, also just $11.99. For Mexican food and fun, it's got to be Chico's Mexican Restaurant in downtown Greenville and online at chicosrestaurant.com. Chico's, where the fiesta never ends.
This is Caleb Reynolds, lead minister at Eastern Pines Church, and I'd love to invite you to join us this Sunday at 9 and 10:30 at 3380 Portertown Road in Greenville. At Eastern Pines Church, you'll find real people, uplifting worship, and a place where your family can grow in your faith. Come see what God is doing right here in Greenville. We'd love to welcome you home at Eastern Pines Church. Visit easternpineschurch.com for more information.
Church services brought to you by S&K Trapping, East Coast Grading, Gregory Pool, Driven Details, East Coast Access, Cardinal Lock and Key, and RentAFishTank.com.
This is Wyatt Lunsford Shankman. You're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. The Pirate Radio app is available now, powered by Carolina Caliber. Download the app today and have Pirate Radio at your fingertips. Now, back to the show.
And welcome back in. Ron Ayers Motorsports has been Greenville's go-to place for top-tier motorcycles, ATVs, side-by-sides, power equipment, and more since 1975. Stop by their 30,000 square foot store featuring Honda, Suzuki, Kawasaki, and much more, all backed by Ron Ayers' 50-plus years of trusted service. Go by and see Jimmy Stallings and his team today. Ron Ayers Motorsports on Highway 11 north of the airport in Greenville. Now let's take it back in. Here's Clip.
All right, back with you, Pirate Radio Live. I got something I want to talk about, but I don't think I have time. Have you ever been to What If Sports? You know what that is?
No.
I don't know if it was popular back in the day or not, but
Back in the D.
My old roommate and I would play it. It's like you could play any year, any team against one another, and it would simulate the game.
Oh, I've heard of it. Okay.
Yeah. And but yada yada yada. I'm just thinking with like AI, which we don't like a lot of it, right? But would you be interested in games between they could replay the whole 2005 NFL season, or you could play 2014 versus 1985 team, and it would have it's like you're watching
the
an
actual
game.
simulation.
Yeah, but instead of just seeing play-by-play and text, you're watching the game. Would you be interested in something like that?
Like, I don't have the attention span to like watch a whole entire game back.
But maybe some highlights.
Yeah.
And Chris Berman, AI Chris Berman doing the highlights.
What? There's actually some video games in sports that allow you to do that. NBA 2K is a big one.
Right, I
NBA
know.
2K,
But I'm talking about AI, which makes it look like you're watching a real game.
Yeah, you can set it up to make it straight AI written, and how you can set up the camera to make it a TV broadcast with actual broadcasters, Kevin Harlan and others. It's an actual thing.
On a video game?
Yes.
I don't think so.
Now, what would be really cool is if you could pick the year it was taking place in, and then you could have the broadcast be like NBA on NBC. It feels like a
Marv Albert.
I'm about to say they have different graphics for that, but it's about the same announcers.
Show me what you're talking about.
All right, hold on, I'll pull it up.
If you could have the czar of the telestrator.
I feel like this is another thing Jackson says that he doesn't know what he's talking
I'm being
about.
so serious.
All right. Hunter says, I pay for AI. All right. The football schedule has been released. The Pirates will open up in Tuscaloosa to take on Alabama.
You think I give a damn? I really don't. Roll damn tide.
Alabama.
And I like this non-conference schedule after that. I'm going to say ECU loses that game.
What?
That's going to be my prediction.
Clip, come on. Have some faith.
And I don't care if we lose that game because I want to beat App State because that is something we have not been able to do of late.
Gotta get back at them.
What is it, 3 in a row? I think it's 3 in a row.
It's at least 2 since I got here.
I think it's 1 here, 1 there, 1 in Charlotte.
Oh,
we got to beat App State.
Was that 21 season in Charlotte? I think
it was the comeback from COVID game.
Yeah,
it was one of the only games where I was jealous of people at the game because
you were here.
Yeah, and usually I'm not, but it was post-COVID, New Year starting, and fans were mingling around the stadium. I was like, oh, my God, we're back to normal life. This is so cool.
It looks so real.
So App State, and then they'll be at Old Dominion.
Who was good last year.
We'll somehow win that game by 3 points in a very early, ugly game, and then we play Central. 3-1 going into an October 3rd bye would be fantastic. Would be awesome to get ready for conference play.
And specifically 3 in a row.
And then you get Rice at home October 10th. So you could be 4-1 going into UAB on a short week. Pirates have back-to-back Thursday games in October. Thursday the 15th, Thursday the 22nd at UAB at Memphis. Pirates will get Temple at home on October 31st.
Halloween.
And then we have a Friday game. So Zach Kaplan will be covering... Are we still regular season November 6th?
That will be Bailey and I looked earlier. It'll be round 1 of the playoffs, which in the new format actually helps us because a lot of our better teams are on buys. So we have that going for us, but still will be a pain in the you-know-what.
And that's actually, that could be a big game against South Florida.
Josh Aldridge back in town.
On that Friday. Josh Aldridge back in town. November 14th, November 21st, back-to-back road games at Charlotte at Army, and the Pirates will play on either Black Friday or Saturday at home against FAU. The American Championship scheduled for December 5th. First thoughts seeing the schedule, Zach?
Yeah, we knew the non-conference, obviously, so we kind of touched on that. You're going to get UAB and Memphis, both of whom will have new head coaches. Ryan Silverfield is gone from Memphis. He somehow got the Arkansas job, which I still wonder how. And then UAB got rid of Trent Dilfer and then had an interim, and they're kind of in transition. So if you're going to have the short week on the road where you play Saturday and then you have to fly Wednesday, it's nice that it's at least against 2 teams that you feel good. You should feel good playing against, at least in theory. But it's it'll be interesting to go up against Charles Huff there on a, I guess a normal week, but still a short-ish week. But that Temple and the USF games really, you feel like if the Pirates can handle business. And I think all 3 of those games are winnable heading into Temple in South Florida, that those 2 home games really set up to be pretty huge and, playing for a spot to stay atop the league or at least right in the mix. Charlotte looks like they're directionless at the moment. And then you go up to Army, which is like the trap game of all trap games if you come home and play FAU and are still in the mix.
Zach Kaplan breaking it down, just like he broke down all the area basketball teams. I saw that video on Facebook.
Yeah,
that was a mouthful, but good job breaking it all down.
I should have had the William Tell overture playing behind me.
That was a lot.
I gave the crib notes.
Alex says, I hate having App come to town after we go to Bama. I really hope we don't get beat. Hey, Alex, if you're scared by a dog, it doesn't matter when or where we play App. We lose. I don't care who we play the week before. Hey, Blake Carroll. Hey, guys, let's beat Appalachian State. Alex is scared. I'm not. I should be because they always beat us. I'm tired of losing to App. as Bob Knight would say.
They feel like a program that has lost their aura, Clip.
Oh, dear. Maybe so.
I knew you were going to hate that.
They came here with the Tennessee quarterback. He sucked. He wasn't any good. What, he throw a pick six to...
Aguilar did right at the beginning of the game.
To Savone Revel.
Yep.
God, we just let that one slip away.
I will say both coaches have changed coming into this one. Mike Houston's no longer here. I think it was Sean Clark, may he rest in peace, was still there at that time.
All right. So there is your schedule.
Logan's definitely wasn't an app.
My selfish thoughts.
Yes.
4 Saturdays off during the football season. I'll take that.
Always.
With a bye.
Well, 3. Oh, yeah, the bye week. Yep.
I'm not working on that bye week, Zach. You can try to make me, but I'm not.
I think Notre Dame is at Carolina that Saturday.
I have not yet looked at what the slates look like on those Saturdays. I might do that tonight.
It's too early.
I like to check. It might be too early for that. But
you might have another Saturday off if they play FAU on Black Friday.
Yeah, but that one don't really count because that's not a great college football. Because there's games Friday, Saturday, Thursday.
Rivalry week, though.
I know, but how many times can you watch Ohio State, Michigan, really? Who cares? Who's Penn State's rival?
Famously unrivaled. They tried to make it a whole recruiting moniker. If it were up to me, they would play Michigan State always on rivalry week because then we can play for the Land Grant Trophy, which is basically a giant shelf, and that would be fun.
All right.
But they don't do it that way because the Big Ten likes to do stupid things sometimes.
Jackson, did you find what I was asking for?
Which one?
Still doesn't tell me
which one? What do you mean?
So you're talking about video? Yeah, I've got one where it's 2012 LeBron versus 96 Jordan when he was with the Heat.
And what does it look like?
It looks like a video game.
Okay.
You can tell a little bit. It's definitely a video game, but obviously you're going to tell that it's AI. But
I don't think you understand what I'm saying. I'm saying like it's a real TV football broadcast. We're going to get to that point one day where they can do that. I'm just saying once we get there, would you be interested in watching it knowing it's fake? I mean, we could bet on it.
Yeah, and my answer is I could for 3 hours, no, but I could do 15 minutes.
Yeah.
A little condensed version.
I think it'd be cool. Like
I don't have the attention span then.
You could get the Peach Bowl Pirates taking on
the 2026
John Thompson's Pirates.
Oh no. We know how that one ends.
But I want to watch Santana Moss and Clint Portis. I want to watch Sean Taylor, rest in peace, play football again.
You want to watch him knock somebody's lights out like he did in the Pro Bowl?
I want to see him hurt people. Hurt people. I want to see him hurt people on the field.
I think he's certainly capable of that.
All right. This is my idea. I'm going to get billions of dollars off of this. Who's with me? Does anybody want to? I'm a Shark Tank.
I literally was about to say this. Are we like Shark Tank? Am I Cuban?
Yeah.
I think.
Are you Cuban? I know you look a little Latino.
Am I more Kevin O'Leary?
You are not wonderful.
I'm not. No, I'm not wonderful. Well, Terry said I'm. What did he say? I'm important.
You're important.
Terry said I'm important, but I'm not wonderful.
I see I see Barbara Corcoran when I look at you.
Barbara Corcoran? Is that right?
Yeah.
I'm not blonde though. That's Pirate Zach.
Blondes have more fun. We need to take a break. Zach, anything else you wanted to get out there today?
Just excited to be at the 23rd Keith LeClaire Classic this weekend. Great field with Rutgers, Troy, who just beat Georgia this week in midweek action on Saturday. And then Sunday, Western, you got, of course, Keith LeClaire's alma mater. Brian Bailey and Cliff Godwin at 5:20, one-on-one on Channel 9 if you're watching tonight. And then we'll have full coverage of the high school basketball state playoffs. Round 2, if you're listening in Beaufort County, I'll be out there at Northside and at Washington High. And excited to see who comes out on top.
At what point would they get to Minji's? When will they be there playing high school basketball?
Like what day? Will be next Wednesday.
Oh, wow.
So it will start next Wednesday.
Is it semis and finals? Or just finals?
State semis, so Eastern finals at Minji's.
Eastern finals.
If you win those, you go to Winston-Salem and Wake Forest. So it's just one round, boys and girls, all 8 classes. So 16 basketball games Wednesday through Saturday at Minji's.
All right. Thank you, Zach.
Clip, the segment is done and dusted.
D&D. We'll take a break. When we return to Ellerby, one-on-one with the mayor, P.J. Connelly, former Pirate pitcher. Back with you after this.
East Coast Grading and Utilities is your source for clearing, hauling dirt, and concrete work. East Coast Grading and Utilities handles all sewer and water issues as well.
I'm David Bond. Whether putting in a new subdivision or helping you with any and all of your drainage problems, I can get the job done. Call me at 531-7494.
No job is too big or too small. East Coast Grading and Utilities. Friends helping friends. 531-7494 for East Coast Grading and Utilities.
Cucinella's has been serving up handcrafted pizzas with their family recipe since 1932. If you're in the mood for something different, explore the brand new pastas like the chicken parm, chicken alfredo, or penne marinara. Cucinella's also has salads, grinders, and house-made Italian ice and Italian ice lemonades. Greenville's hometown pizzeria is Cucinella's. 2 locations with pickup or delivery, and ready for your order now at cucinellas.com. Go Pirates!
Ready to take the road less traveled? This February, get behind the wheel of a new 2026 Subaru Outback Premium at Capital Subaru of Greenville. Lease it now for $365 a month for 36 months. And don't forget about the Subaru A Lot to Love event. It's all happening right now at Capital Subaru of Greenville off Memorial Drive or online at capitalofgreenville.com. Proud official partner of the ECU Pirates. Price does not include licensing costs or registration fees. See dealer for details. Offer expires March 2nd, 2026.
Attention Pirates and runners, be sure to join the fun Saturday, March 28th for the Pirate 10-miler, 4-miler, or Double Down Challenge. The road race starts and finishes at Dowdy-Ficklin Stadium and runs through the best of Greenville. Get in on all the action and reserve your spot at the starting line today. Sign up now at pirate10miler.com. Use the code Pirate Radio to save 15% off your race registration. That's pirate10miler.com, special code Pirate Radio. See you there, March 28th.
This is proud ECU alumni David Price of David Price Construction. As a leading general contracting firm, we specialize in commercial construction and renovation. Whether it's updating your office space, renovating your restaurant, or building a new retail store, our team at David Price Construction is ready to assist. We are committed to delivering quality, value, and customer satisfaction across all of our projects. So give us a call at 919-820-3612 or find us online at davidpriceconstruction.com. Go Pirates.
It's bow time.
Finally, lunchtime. I'm starving.
What's that?
This is the Bojangler from Bojangles.
With the same bold flavor as their chicken?
The same.
And fries.
The same.
Huh. Well, I've got a PB&J.
Yeah, that's not the same.
A crispy fish fillet dusted in Bo's famous seasoning. With cheese and tartar sauce on a fluffy bun, the Bojangler's back. Hook one while you can. It's bow time.
A pepperoni pizza for the table.
Thank you.
May I suggest trying it with our Pepsi Zero Sugar? It has just the right amount of sweetness to complement all that cheesy, saucy goodness, while the carbonation and notes of citrus enhance the flavor profile. Simply divine.
Pepsi Zero Sugar? You've really outdone yourself this time. Pizza deserves Pepsi.
Miss, your burger is served.
Thank you.
And if I may suggest a pairing, this is our finest Pepsi Zero Sugar. The sweetness of Pepsi perfectly balances the savory notes of your burger, while the citrus and carbonation elevates the taste for a truly stunning flavor profile. Bon appetit.
Now that is one perfect combination. If this is how the other half lives, I could get used to this. Burgers deserve Pepsi.
This is Garrett Saylor, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live, The Pirate Radio app is available now, powered by Carolina Caliber. Download the app today and have Pirate Radio at your fingertips. Now, back to the show.
And welcome back in. Is your office printer on the fritz? Don't wait days for a repair. Contact the professionals at CopyPro, where they promise fast 3-hour service on all your office printing devices. Contact CopyPro today for a free office printing analysis to help you cut costs and boost efficiency. For reliable, fast service, call CopyPro today at 756-3175. Now, let's take it back in. Here's Clip.
All right, coming up hour 2, we got big Noah Henderson, former Pirate offensive lineman, also Jeff Nadu talking college basketball, and our dog of the day brought to you by the Doghouse Tavern in Ayden. But before we get there, we will hear from the mayor of Greenville and former Pirate pitcher P.J. Connelly, who went one-on-one with Ellerby.
All right, welcome back in. A special guest here on Pirate Radio Live today, the former East Carolina baseball player. Not usually how you're probably introduced, but currently the mayor of Greenville, which you've been for a long time, Mayor P.J. Connelly. Welcome to Pirate Radio Live. How you doing?
I'm good. Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Which, lots of titles you have that you roll with. Obviously, everybody knows you as the mayor, but maybe some people don't know you as a former East Carolina baseball player.
Which would be okay. I mean, that's probably what I would expect. So
I want to go back 4 and almost 21 years ago, March 4th, 2005. I printed off a little material here. It says, in front of a school record, 4,410 fans in attendance, East Carolina defeated Michigan 2-1 in the first game ever played at Clark LeClaire Stadium. And the winning pitcher of that game, who tossed 7 innings, allowing just one run and 4 hits, was P.J. Connelly. Can you believe it's been almost 21 years since you threw the first pitch at Clark LeClaire Stadium?
I will say time is flying, but I always tell everybody that, unfortunately, thank goodness for the LeClaire family, because they threw out the first pitch, and technically I would say that's probably a strike. I threw a ball.
Yeah, I was getting ready to ask you. Do you remember what you were in the? I was going through. They got it on ECUPirates.com. They had the first ever pitch, and it was a ball by P.J. Connelly. But it looks like you got your head straight and were able to recover.
Yeah, that's right. So I was like, when I threw it, I go, oh my gosh, it's gonna be in the record books. The first pitch at Clark LeClaire Stadium was a ball.
What was that moment like for you? Because new stadium. The Claire family. It was a big deal. And the game, a lot of people may not remember, and I didn't really remember until just right now, 11 a.m. start.
Yeah. It was a pretty neat thing. I was fortunate enough to be able to play there the year before on Harrington Field, and so I knew the significance of the new field. And it was a pretty electric atmosphere up there, and so being able to be the first person to pitch in that stadium was pretty cool.
I wanted to have you down here. Obviously, the LeClaire tournament back in town, just a staple with the East Carolina baseball program, and just always a fun weekend of reminiscing of where East Carolina's going. It's hard to believe 21 years since the stadium is open, but what has it been like for you to as a former player and be here in Greenville and watch the program grow and develop, and then even this weekend, honoring Coach LeClaire?
Yeah, it's awesome. I think the fact that the East Carolina program has been so good for so many decades, right? It's not like we were a fluke that we had the best team for a couple of years. It's been decades that we've been great, and Coach Godwin's doing an outstanding job continuing that same legacy throughout the years, and I'm excited. Now as the role as the mayor, it's great to be able to see the economic boom that the success of the Pirate program brings to our city, and so I'm really excited to have Clark LeClaire Stadium in our community, and I'm excited to have Keith LeClaire being honored this weekend.
I want to talk to you more about how the city and ECU can work together, but I guess my big question is why'd you bow out in the 7th inning? Why couldn't you do the complete game that first day? You had to let TJ Hose come in and get the W. What happened that game? Do you remember?
Yeah, that was kind of messed up. I kind of wanted to keep going. I think I was getting close to 100 pitches that game, and as a pitcher, you definitely don't want to show up your coach, but that was probably one of those moments that I would have liked to kept going.
So did he take you out? It was all predetermined. So you would have stayed in if you were allowed.
I would stay in forever if I could. I would do it until my arm would fall off. That's just the type of person that I was, and I like to be on the mound in the big situations. And I think at that point, it was 1-1 or something like that, or 1-2 that we were at that point. And so I definitely wanted to keep the ball in my hand. So.
Coach Maisie was your coach at the time. Did he or anything leading up to that game, that first game in the new stadium that you remember or that really stands out of when you were out there for the moment, or when you came out, or the Pirates defeating Michigan?
I'll say the one thing that I can specifically remember is don't screw up. don't lose the first game at Clark LeClaire Stadium. That's about all I can remember from that day. But I do remember going out there playing in front of the crowd, and I mean that was pretty neat. Like I said, playing it on Harrington Field the last year was special. You know, we had the changes with the jungle. The jungle was a little bit different back then when we had the trees that were right up against the fence, and people were out there drinking, dumping beer on the opposing players and yelling out at them. Still, some of that gets done today, but it was just a different atmosphere. But to be able to play and see Clark LeClaire Stadium for the very first time being filled with so many fans was awesome.
I've heard your story. You left East Carolina, played some minor league baseball for a little bit, and then for people that don't know, when did you integrate back into Greenville? And of course, I mean, everybody knows your long run at Mayor now, but what brought you back here after playing minor league baseball for such a short stint?
You know, I was fortunate to travel around to different cities, you know, not only just in college, but in my professional career, even in different countries. And I knew that Greenville was a special place. When I came here, I was very welcomed by the fans. I felt like it was a place that I wanted to come, open up a business, get married, have a family, and I knew it was a place that I wanted to put my roots down. And so that's why I came back, and I've been fortunate enough to be put in this role. I never anticipated that I'd be the mayor of the city of Greenville, never had any need to be in politics, but here I am. This is my 11th year as an elected official, 9th year as the mayor, and I'm enjoying it.
When was someone ask you to run for city council, or was it something that was even on your radar, or was it something that kind of caught you off guard?
So back in 2013, I actually had a local business owner here reach out to me and say, hey, you might be a good person to run for city council. And, you know, as a naive person, about 30 years old at that time, I said, yeah, you know, that sounds like a great idea. Having no idea, never been involved in politics before, never studied any of the issues. Thankfully, somebody else decided to run some of the hot issues in our community. And then 2 years later, in 2015, I decided to run for city council and ran in District 5 and won. And then 2 years later, in 2017, I made the jump to run for mayor.
You didn't know much about politics. You said in 2013, when you reflect back on it, what's the one thing that stands out that you know more about now about politics that if you could tell your younger self, hey, this is what you need to know, what would that be?
You know, I think probably the one thing would be is not to get so upset. You know, when I first got in office, I think I had one of my colleagues call me as Councilman No, and it used to really bother me. And like we would get done with the meeting, and I'd lose a bunch of votes, and I wasn't real happy about it. And I'd be sitting in bed, laying in bed, couldn't go to sleep till 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. Now it's kind of like, hey, just move on to the next thing, and you just kind of have to understand to pick your battles, not get too upset during the situations, and understand that things will work out long term. And for me, it did work out, and I'm happy to be in the position that I'm in.
How has sports and politics prepared you? I mean, are there close parallels, or are they just two different worlds?
Without a doubt. I would say that that's probably what has given me the most experience to be able to be prepared to be in politics, because you have to think on your toes sometimes, right? And you've got to be willing to deal with things that you're not normally used to dealing with. You're unprepared sometimes, and you just kind of have to figure out a way to be able to get out of situations. And that has probably been one of the best things that I have gone through as an athlete, to be able to get prepared for those, because you have no idea what's going to happen sometimes. You could have somebody show up at one of your meetings and talk, and somehow you have to be able to address the situation that they're asking about, and you haven't prepared for it. And so I found as an athlete, that has been a huge advantage for me over some other people that are in politics.
Sports and politics, people can really love you, and then they can really, let's just say, dislike you at times. Which is harder, being in sports or politics, when on the downside, and which is better on the upside of when you're getting the love?
Well, I'd say the difference is I've been on the mound and I've been booed off the field by 7,000-8,000 people. I guess I could probably say that I've been booed on social media by 7,000 to 8,000 people. I mean, I think it's all the same. As I get a little bit older, I could put up with it a little bit more than I could. But on the flip side of that, what I've learned, what kind of goes hand in hand is one day you could be the hero, the next day you could be the loser, and the best part about it is the next day is a brand new day, and it's a way for you to change, something bad that may have happened the day before.
Sports mentality, next play,
That's
next,
right.
next day.
That's right.
So win every day and
That's right.
try to get to that. Mayor P.J. Connelly joining us, also former East Carolina baseball player. I wanted to talk to you about, because you're in a unique position because you have the experience and background of being at ECU as an athlete, but now as the mayor. How do you feel that the city and ECU are working together to improve both parties?
It's important for us as a city to work in tandem with ECU. I mean, their success is our success, and vice versa. Our success is their success, and we're very lucky to have East Carolina University in our community. They're a huge asset as we're going out and recruiting businesses to come here. They're looking for their workforce to be able to jump into their businesses, and so it's important for us to have a good relationship. The other thing is, too, as a growing city, it's important for us to make sure that we're recruiting those students that are coming here, because they're coming from all over the world to attend school at this university. And for us, it's an opportunity. We get about 4 years. Some of them, if they have a really good time, might be 5 or 6 years here at ECU. But we get an opportunity to be able to sell the city of Greenville, just like the city was able to, I guess, bring me in as a new resident that was from Wisconsin that you wouldn't traditionally say would be coming down to Greenville, North Carolina to make their home. So, it's important for us to work together. I think that we do a really good job with that. We're very lucky. We've got good leadership at the university, and I think that we kind of have a cohesive message when it comes to moving our city and our university.
Are there any specific initiatives you guys are really working on with, specifically with athletics or with the university as a whole to help in the next year or two?
I don't know if there's anything specific. I will say, though, that we're pretty well aligned. We want success. I'm really excited about what's happening with the football program. I think Blake Harrell's doing an outstanding job. Anytime that our football team does really well, our city does really well, because people are coming to our community, spending money in our restaurants or retail locations. They're buying gas, so it's a good thing for us. And so we want to continue to be a good partner. If there's ways that we can help them out, we definitely will. We've had some conversations about that, potentially helping them with like police and fire and rescue services that we can offer, maybe give them a discount on that to be able to help them out, because we want them to be successful, because the city's going to be successful. Anytime that the sports program does well, we do well.
Sports is huge. How big of an economic impact does it help the city when East Carolina is thriving? And obviously football is the big one, but just year round in sports.
A lot of communities don't have the opportunity to be able to have 6-7 football games at home and be able to bring 40,000-50,000 people to their community on a weekend. And so we're in that situation. We want to embrace that. We want to make sure that we're helping out the university as much as we possibly can, because it's good for our local businesses. We have people that are sitting down, eating at restaurants, going to the hotels, going to retail locations, and just helping out our economic environment that we have here in the city. So I love it. I think we're lucky. Greenville's very blessed to have a university. We're also blessed to have a community college that's here. And so I think we understand the importance of that and making sure that they're at the table when any discussion that we have, to make sure that we have their thoughts, so that way we're working together.
Sports is huge. Youth athletics is huge. I know you're heavily involved in your daughters. You always hear the travel ball is a growing thing in all aspects, whether it's volleyball, softball, baseball. You always hear, is Greenville going to get a complex? What's Greenville doing to enhance youth sports, which is already awesome? We get the Little League Softball World Series here. There's so many great things going on, but just like anything, people want more. Is there things coming up that can enhance the youth sports here in Greenville?
Without a doubt. We just recently signed a long-term lease agreement for the North Recreation Campus. And so there's 8 soccer fields, rectangular fields that are out there right now. The city of Greenville is in the process of designing 4 more fields, so we'll have 12 total fields out there. We can host up to 300 teams for a soccer event that's out there, and so that's a lot of people coming to our community, right? You're talking about 10 players per team. You're talking about their siblings, their parents that are showing up, so that's a huge influx of people on a weekend. But that's just one part of the equation. The other part of the equation, which I'm a little bit more excited about, and I'm a little bit biased because of my past, and that my daughters are playing softball, is that we also are going to add 12 diamond fields on the other side of the road. And so we're in the process of designing that right now. But it is going to be big for our city. I think it's going to be big for our entire region to be able to have 12 rectangular fields, 12 diamond fields where people can come, have tournaments. I mean, you could see 30, 40,000, 50,000 people coming every single weekend for tournaments. And I'm really excited about it because it's good for our economy, and I think it's going to be good for people in Eastern North Carolina. No offense to some of the places, the rural places that we go to for softball, but there's so much more to do here in Greenville, and I think we have a lot to be able to showcase, and it's an opportunity for us to continue to grow our city when we get more people coming in on a regular basis.
Is that an infrastructure thing where we need more hotels, more other businesses coming to town?
Without a doubt. I mean, I think what we're anticipating is once we start to have some of those tournaments, you're going to start to see more commercial establishments popping up right off of the 264 area over there. Anybody that's listening to this and wants to open up a business, I'm sure that would be a great place for you to start locating some land, because I think things are going to start getting really, really busy over in that area.
What's the one thing when Mayor P.J. Connelly meets somebody and says, you're the mayor of Greenville, what's your flex? What are you most proud of this community, Greenville, and what you have accomplished as being mayor?
You know, I think the one thing that I always think about is that I don't really have to sell Greenville, right? Like, I do because I feel like it's my job, but when people get here, as long as they get here, I think they see how cool it is. I just had a ribbon cutting earlier today, had a conversation with a local business owner that just opened up a franchise here, and he said Greenville was one of the most easy places to be able to open their business, and he said that everybody has been so inviting, other business owners have been so welcoming to him. And so to me, every time that I have a conversation with somebody that's coming in for an event, to our community, they say the same exact thing. They say Greenville is the place to be. It's a great place. You're very lucky to have it, and we're on a great trajectory of where we're heading in the future.
What's next for PJ? How much longer do you want to be mayor? Or do you have aspirations now that you're in the political arena? Do you want to go up president, governor, anything else you want to do?
I don't know. We'll see. I think time will tell. I mean, I've enjoyed it. I do feel strongly that I think that it's important for people to have term limits and not be in the same position at the same time, because I think it's important to have different perspectives and different ideas coming forward. And so I'm playing it day by day. We'll see. Maybe something will pop up in the future. If there's an opportunity, maybe I'll look at it. But, you know, I think that I've been very happy with where I'm at right now. I think Greenville is in a great place. I would go out on a limb to say that Greenville is probably one of the best run cities. And it's not because of me. It's because of our staff. In the entire state. I mean, we are doing really, really well right now. I think that we've got great leadership with Michael Cowan as the city manager. We've got great department heads. Don Octagon, who is in charge of our recreation and parks department, does a wonderful job. We've got, I could go on and on about all the leadership, all of our police chief, our fire chief. We're in a really good spot right now.
If they would have handed you the first ball back on March 4th, 2005, said, hey, look, I want you to have a great day, but don't worry about too much. You're going to be the mayor of the city one day. What would P.J. Connelly back then said in 2005?
I would have laughed. If you would have told me even 15 years ago that I was going to be the mayor of the city, I probably would have laughed. There's no way I thought I would do it. When I was in college, I was at a community college in Kansas, right on the Kansas-Oklahoma border. I had to take a class as a freshman, and they said it was a public speaking class. And I remember I was scared to death to speak in front of anybody. I had to go to the front of the classroom, and I specifically remember what I taught the class. I taught the class how to throw a curveball.
That was your speech.
And I shook like a leaf the entire time. And for you to say that I was going to have to go in front of, thousands of people and speak to them on a regular basis, I would have laughed at you. There was no way that I was going to do that.
So what would you tell maybe a guy on the East Carolina baseball team right now that could be our next mayor 15, 20 years from now? What advice would you give them today?
If you stick around, if I can do it, you can do it. That would be my advice. And if you think it's not going to happen, it could happen. You just never know. I think that's the wonderful thing about politics is if you've got a passion and you want to change things and you want to get involved, there's an opportunity, right? I always tell the kids when I go out to the schools and talk to them, I said, there's 3 qualifications to be the mayor of the city of Greenville. You've got to be 18 years old, you've got to be registered to vote, and you have to live in the corporate city limits of the city of Greenville. I said, doesn't take much. So, if you've got a passion and you want to move the city forward, I hope that somebody from the East Carolina baseball team will go ahead and run in the future.
Well, PJ, I appreciate you coming by, spending some time with us today. I know throwing out the first pitch, in this weekend with the Keith LeClaire Classic, I wanted to come have you share your story on Pirate Radio again. But I know there's a lot of things you're working on with the city, with the ECU, and just everything to help make our community better. We appreciate what you've been doing, and we'll have to have you back when we can talk more about some of the fun projects you just mentioned a little while ago.
Yeah, absolutely. I appreciate you having me, and I'm looking forward to seeing our Pirates have a lot of success this weekend. So go Pirates.
Absolutely. Thanks, PJ.
Former Pirate pitcher and current mayor of Greenville, P.J. Connelly, joining Ellerby here on Pirate Radio Live. We'll take a break, come back. We'll talk to a former Pirate football player, Noah Henderson. We'll talk gambling with Jeff Nadu, and we'll have our dog of the day. Check in with J-Bone and Jarrett Watkins, get his pick, Chandler's pick. And no surprise in my pick, I'm going back to the well with Con Knipple again. I'll go ahead and tell you. Hour 2, Pirate Radio Live, when we return after this. After years in the making, the new Papa John's Pan Pizza recipe is ready. Introducing a new pan pizza with edge-to-edge cheese and toppings, a crispy garlic parmesan crust, and 6 cheeses. It's the perfect balance of a soft, fluffy interior dough and a crispy crust. You'll agree this pan pizza was worth the wait. Order the new pan pizza today from your local Papa John's. Better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John's.
At Langley Contracting, we're superior roofing specialists. Whether it's a new roof or repairing your old one, we've got you covered. And best of all, we handle your insurance claims. We are locally owned right here in Eastern Carolina. We are licensed and insured and have a 25-year roof warranty. We can handle your gutter installation too, so everything is seamless. Call or visit us online at 214roof.com for your free estimate today.
Langley Contracting, your superior roofing specialist.
Hey Pirate Nation, are you in the market for a member-focused local credit union or making a switch from your existing one? Then explore First Flight Credit Union with branches across Eastern North Carolina where all residents are membership eligible. First Flight members experience in-person service, competitive savings, and loan rates. Everything from automobile, boat, and home loans, First Flight has you covered. First Flight is more than just a branch. They're on a mission to take better care of our community. Stop by one of their local branches today or visit efirstflight.com. First Flight is insured by the NCUA and an equal housing lender.
It's Budweiser's 150th anniversary, and we're celebrating with a Heritage Can series that honors our legacy of being made of America. Collect all 4 designs. For 150 years, this Bud's for you. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2026. Anheuser-Busch. Budweiser Lager Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Carolina Eagle Distributing is celebrating 150 years of Budweiser all year long. For 150 years, Budweiser has been the heart of America beer culture, bringing people together across generations. Cheers to 150 years. This Bud's for you from Carolina Eagle, serving the Pirate Nation since 1989.
What's up, Pirate Nation? This your guy, Rahjai Harris, and my spot to fuel up for great food in Greenville is Basil's. Looking for lunch today? Basil's lunch menu features signature pizzas, pastas, sandwiches, and salads starting at just $11. After work, grab a dinner and drink with friends with delicious rotating shelves features and plenty of ice-cold specials at the bar. Eat local, drink local at Basil's, your community restaurant on Fire Tower in Greenville. Basil's, Pirates supporting pirates.
If you're looking to make someone's day a little sweeter, Nothing Bundt Cakes has the perfect treat. From our bite-sized buntinis to our delicious 8 and 10-inch bundt cakes, every cake is baked fresh daily and topped with our signature cream cheese frosting. Birthdays, celebrations, office treats, or just because. There's always a reason for a bundt cake. Come see us in Greenville in the Law Promenade Shopping Center near Longhorn and let us help you share a little joy, one bundt at a time. Nothing Bundt Cakes. Make life a little sweeter every day.
Winter is here, but Stroud's Marine in Greenville is still your go-to spot for your boat projects and repairs. Now's the perfect time to get your boat ready for when the warm weather comes. Don't wait till spring. They've got you covered with outboard parts at great prices. Plus, they're running clearance sales on select items, so you can get ready for next season without breaking the bank. Stay up to date with the latest deals, parts, and promotions by following them on social media. Stop by the shop at 865 Rivet Street in Greenville. For more information, head to StroudsMarine.com. Strauds Marine, your best source for salvaged outboard parts.
Planning a special event, whether it's a baby shower, bridal luncheon, birthday party, or even a tailgate at Clark LeClaire Stadium, Chicken Salad Chick has you covered. Their fan favorite mini croissant platters is just one of many options to choose from, perfect for any occasion. With a variety of chicken salad flavors, there's something for everyone to enjoy. Let us do the work while you enjoy the event. Delicious, fresh, and served with a smile. Chicken Salad Chick Catering. Make every event memorable. Visit chickensaladchick.com to place your catering order. Just remember, you pick it up and we'll have it ready to go. Chicken Salad Chick, where every event is a little bit tastier.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. The Pirate Radio app is available now, powered by Carolina Caliber. Download the app today and have Pirate Radio at your fingertips. Now, back to the show.
And welcome back in. Washington's favorite place to eat and where all the locals go is Down on Main Street. Down on Main Street is now open 7 days a week. Stop by for the house salad with grilled chicken, the half club sandwich with chips, or everyone's favorite, the fried shrimp plate. Down on Main Street in historic downtown Washington. Go Pirates! Now let's take it back in for the start of Hour 2. Here's Clip.
All right. At some point, we'll get to our New Blue Pirate report here from Cliff Godwin, Matt Lashley, following the Pirates' win last night over College of Charleston. But a lot of football talk before we wrap up today's show. Got Coach Hud, Greg Hudson, got Tyler Snead coming off a CFL All-Star season. Also, some college hoops talk with Jeff Nadu. Right now, we'll talk some football with Noah Henderson, former Pirate O-lineman, joined me earlier today, and here is that conversation. All right, joining us today on Pirate Radio Live, former Pirate O-lineman, big Noah Henderson, joining us today. Noah, good to catch up with you, and we'll talk about what you're up to these days. How you doing, man?
I'm good, man. Can't complain. Just grinding.
Yes, sir. And getting ready for another year in the UFL. I believe a member of the Birmingham Stallions. Is that right?
Yes, sir. Birmingham Stallions. Giddy up.
What's day-to-day like right now, Noah, as you prepare for the season coming up in March?
Day-to-day, we're waking up. Got to be here extra early. Different teams on different schedules, so we're here early. Treatment, breakfast, meetings. We get a little downtime because we do have the second practice. We practice, we meet again, and a little bit more treatment, and we're done for the day.
It's a unique deal where all the teams are in one hub there in the Dallas area, right? So do you interact with the other teams? Are you just around your guys? What's that like?
Yeah, we see everybody all day, every day, and just like the football where, we know everybody. So I might see Rahjai walk through. I might see somebody else from another team walking through. We are on the elevators together. Some people are in hotels together. So you see you people and you just keep on going.
That's awesome, man. We'll talk to Rahjai coming up on today's show as well. And hopefully he's doing all right. We'll get a report from him. But how about you, Noah? You're still a young guy, but now becoming a veteran in this pro game. So how are you feeling day to day? How's the body holding up and everything?
I'm feeling good, just learning to be more and more of a pro. What you need to take care of. You know what you need to focus on more of. You know how to take care of your body. So as I'm almost 4 years out of college ball, just becoming more and more of a pro and knowing what Noah Henderson needs to do to make sure that I can go every day 100%.
Talk to the baseball guys who are playing minor league baseball, and one of the big changes they said was the schedule and the regimen they had at ECU under Cliff Godwin. They don't have that anymore, and a lot of it is on their own to do their work, get their work in without somebody, telling them to do it. Is it similar in football? I'm sure you guys have a schedule and workouts and things like that, but you got to take care of some stuff on your own, right?
Yeah, it's the same. You're a pro, so nobody's going to make you go get treatment. Nobody's going to make you get some extra work in the weight room. Nobody's going to make you do anything extra. It's all on your own. Like, they're going to tell you, hey, you have lift, but you really don't have to go. They're going to tell you, hey, the treatment room is open for 3 hours, but that's all on you to go get that done.
Noah Henderson joining us. Noah, one thing missing there in Texas, I guess, is your buddy Holt Nailers. And shout out Holt for giving me Noah's number so we could get this interview done. But how about that, life without Holt being around you?
Yeah, so one of the first years I haven't been around him in a while. We've played together ever since college, 2 years. 2 years in the UFL together, 1 year together. Always been my roommate here in Arlington. So, it's different not having my QB1 around, but, we'll make it work.
Noah, when I was growing up playing 11, 12-year-old baseball and rec basketball, I was one of the tallest, biggest kids. I was like, all right, I can get used to this. And then I kind of stopped growing. How about you? Were you always the big kid growing up?
Yeah, I always kind of the taller kid growing up. Never had the big crazy growth spurt or anything like that. I just was always the taller kid. I always stood out a little bit. So Yeah, I was always the center. Growing, no matter what, I was the center until I got to like 10th, 11th grade, and then those 7-footers started pulling up.
Did you ever take your game outside? Were you a stretch big man?
Yeah, I had a stretch. I had a top of the key. You know, I had a couple plays made for me, top of the key 3, maybe from the elbow every now and then. You know, I always thought I could be a little bit more agile and nimble than the others. So, yeah.
Obviously, you were a football star, but did you take basketball serious? Did you ever think about trying to do something with that?
It was really, for me, it was really baseball. A lot of people don't know that I played baseball my whole life.
So I'm going to assume first base?
Yeah, first. I actually caught for a while. I caught until I was like 12 and 13, and then a lot of umpires didn't like me being big back there. Caught. Played a lot of the infield, though. Not really much short, but I played a lot of third, played a lot of first.
Yeah. Did you do all that through high school?
Yeah, all through high school.
Man, so you were busy around.
Yeah, always.
Remind us again. So where'd you go to high school?
Marlboro County.
Okay.
Down in South Carolina.
And Rahjai loves talking about South Carolina boys, and it's the best down there.
We're built different.
What and some good football down there, obviously good sports all around. But what were those Friday nights like playing?
No, Friday nights are everything. We were just having a conversation in the weight room about it. Just like Friday nights in the South is nothing going on but high school football. Like you're gonna be where football is. Like it's the biggest thing, and to be out there on the field, you don't see it until after. But to know that everybody's worried about what you're doing on the field on Friday nights is like wow, like. It's the celebrity before you become a big-time college football player.
Yes, sir. And did you play any offense in high school? Or, I'm sorry, play any defense?
Yeah, I played both sides. I really had to play a lot more offensive tackle, but I played both sides in high school. It was tough, but I had to do it. It was some games I started on both sides.
How about your recruitment to ECU? When did they first notice and reach out to you?
I was late in the recruiting game. So, matter of fact, Coach Dahl came down. He came down. I don't even know if he was coming to look for me, but he ended up coming down, and they got to me early. They got me up there probably within like the next couple of weeks. It was between them and I had a situation with South Carolina going on, so that they kind of got in a race with them. And once I met Coach Moore and the staff, it was over for me.
Noah, you played, I believe, pre-portal and NIL and kind of when it first came around, right? So you might have missed out on some of the benefits these guys are getting these days. You would have probably done all right, I would imagine, as a big-time tackle. But what was that like, seeing that transition in college football and being a part of it?
I'm happy for it. I'm happy we were a part of that change. It would have been great to reap the benefits of it. I know I would have taken full advantage, but I'm happy about it. I think we deserve the compensation for the work we put in, the time we put in, as much as our life we give away to this game and to the school and to the sport. So, I'm all for it. Let's get us paid.
Yes, sir. And how about going out a winner and leaving this place better than you found it, Noah?
Exactly.
Everybody wants to do that no matter what walk of life they're in, and you certainly did that here at ECU.
No, exactly, man. Like me and my class, 2018, like all of us, me, Hope, Gerard, X, Miles, Nolan, like all of our class, D'Angelo, McKinney, like we pride ourselves on just being a class that came through and just we stuck it out. We lost our head coach two days before a game. We accepted a new staff. We went through different coordinators and. We put it on our shoulders and we changed it all around. So just being able to leave it better than we found, and then just being that example of what can be as long as you stick it through and you do the time, man, it's all worth it.
Noah, if I told you that back then that Blake Harrell would be the head coach and back-to-back Military Bowl champions, what would you have said to that?
I would have been shocked, honestly. Would have been shocked.
How about that? How much interaction did you have with him as, he's the D coordinator, you're an O-lineman. How much interaction did you have with him? When you were
a good bit. He always just came and talked to us, on the field. We going back and forth. We talking trash to defense and all that stuff. So, we interacted a little bit, and he's always I rooted for Blake Harrell getting the job because he was always just there for us. When coaches that aren't your position coaches that you necessarily don't have to talk to every day, they come and check on you, hey, what's up? How you doing? Me being a young father, just a person that'll check on you every now and then. So, I always rooted for him when he got in that position.
Yeah, the thing about Blake, I've gotten to know him a little bit, and I talked to Chad Stevens yesterday. I asked Chad, what was the difference between Blake Harrell, the head coach, defensive coordinator? He said, no difference at all. He's the same guy. He's pretty genuine. You've been around long enough now, Noah, to know when a coach is BSing you, and I think you guys feel like Coach Harrell's a pretty real guy, right?
Oh, yeah, for sure. He's always been genuine, always been authentic with every interaction. So, it was no doubt that he could get in that role and be able to keep that going.
Seems like the Pirates are in good hands. The Stallions have been in good hands over the years with Coach Skip Holtz. I know he's no longer there now, but former Pirate coach won a lot of championships in spring football. Who's your head coach now with Birmingham?
A.J. McCarron.
Okay, that's almost a 180 going with a younger guy, kind of hungry. There's some interesting coaches in that league, man, with Ted Ginn, and you got some old guys, New Heisel and things like that. But what's it like with A.J. McCarron, and what has he been able to put together a staff? How many?
We've got a staff, a lot of Alabama ties, a lot of people he's been connected with. So that's a lot of our staff. But he's great, honestly. He's younger, so he gets us from a player standpoint. But he still pushes us. We're still grinding it out every day. Like he tells us, as long as y'all take care of me, I'm gonna take care of you. So we're working hard. We're practicing hard as we can. And we know that if we can show him that we you see we're about to get ready for a walkthrough. Just as long as we're pushing it through, man, he's gonna take care of us. But you can see the transition from him from player to coach. Like he's evolving in more of a leader standpoint. And, he's a quarterback, so, he knows how to lead a team.
Noah Henderson joining us. Sounds like Pharrell's in the background maybe, but having a good time today. Getting ready for the UFL season. Noah, is the dream obviously still the league?
100%.
Still grinding for it?
100%, man. I'm going to get there. I feel like this is my year to I found the little things that I want to work on, the little things I think that'll get me over that hump, and just trusting in God's process for me that as long as I do what I need to do, it's all going to work out. So still got to get to that league.
Well, Noah, we'll let you run, man. I appreciate you joining us today, and keep up the good work. Looking forward to watching you play this year with the Birmingham Stallions, and we'll catch up again down the road, bud.
Most definitely. I appreciate it.
Big Noah Henderson joining us on today's program as we catch up with former Pirate footballers. We'll do that in hour 3 with Tyler Snead. Coming up next, we'll talk some college hoops. We'll talk about the wild ending last night as East Carolina knocked off UTSA. Look at tonight's slate and the weekend with Jeff Nadu. He joins us on the other side of this timeout.
Jeff Stein here at Brown & Wood Buick GMC. Pirate Nation, get ready. It's baseball season. You got hot dogs, apple pies, and GMCs. That's right. For Sierra 2500, 3.9 plus $1,000 in purchase allowance, we have over 10 to choose from. You got free pickup and drop off, a free car wash and vacuum. We have 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 rooftops, and 1 goal to make sure you leave a happy customer. Only at Brown & Wood, home of the lifetime powertrain warranty.
The convenience of Pitt Greenville Airport is waiting just outside your front door. Service is back, so you're connected to destinations worldwide through flights from American Airlines. Plan your next trip. Book your flights today at flypgv.com or aa.com.
Good news, business travelers. PGV and American Airlines has added a new early morning flight available now. Book today at aa.com and be on time for that connection in Charlotte. Fast, convenient, and close to home, PGV has American flights perfect for your next trip. PGV, where the Pirates fly.
Beauty Bar MediSpa specializes in non-surgical aesthetics. Our expert team of licensed professionals are dedicated to offering personalized solutions. Allow us to introduce you to the Toro, an inclusive skin revitalizing laser treating hyperpigmentation as well as tattoo removal, and the detoxifying carbon laser facial, perfect for acne-prone skin, with 10% off our hydrofacial services. Not sure where to start? We offer free consultations giving you the opportunity to ask questions and create a personalized plan just for you. Call Beauty Bar MediSpa today today or book online at beautybarmedispa.com, 1021 Red Banks Road, Greenville. Go Pirates!
Hey Pirates, it's Lindsay Gray with Carolina Caliber. Warm up from the winter with hot manufacturer rebates and store discounts. Buy any new Winchester Super X pump, Wildcat, Expert, or XPR, get $25 back. Getting ready for turkey season? Buy any new Winchester Super X pump shotgun, get $50 back. Or bring in the heat with a Savage $100 rebate on a Savage Renegade shotgun. Don't forget 50% off Nomad turkey gear. Shop online or stop by Carolina Caliber on Fire Tower Road in Winterville. It's a time-honored tradition.
Saturdays are your day to kick back, relax, and have fun. That's why Altavola Market Cafe is the perfect place to go for dinner, drinks, and takeout. Altavola is open every Saturday at 4 p.m. on the bar side, serving a special selection of menu favorites of appetizers, pastas, and specialty pizzas. Whether it's dine-in, takeout, or drinks with friends, Altavola is the best choice every Saturday starting at 4 o'clock. Visit AltavolaMarket.com to see what's new, and visit Altavola on Red Banks Road every Saturday starting at 4. Pirates supporting pirates.
You know Pip Printing for custom printing and marketing, but do you know they also do custom apparel? Need a company store for your employees, team, or just to sell your custom apparel online? Pip has the team in place to get that up and running for you in no time. Come into our store at 3185 Mosley Drive in Greenville and check out the clearance sale on jackets and coats. Brands by Cutter & Buck, Gildan, and Carhartt with some items as low as $10. At Pip, we do a lot more than you think. Call or come out to see the We Do people at Pip Printing.
Phelps Chevrolet is the dealer to see for a car or a truck or an SUV. The best service and quality. That's the Phelps guarantee. Phelps Chevrolet, the name you can trust. Phelps Chevrolet, you can count on us. The name you can depend on. Phelps Chevrolet.
Get you one.
Hey Pirate Nation, get a jump on Mustache March by stopping by UBE or PirateWear.com this weekend and purchase a special Strikeout ALS t-shirt. Proceeds from the new t-shirts will be donated to the ECU Baseball Mustache March Fund to fight ALS. The last 4 years, Pirate Nation has helped raise over $8,000 with this promotion, and our goal this year is to get over the $10,000 mark. Get to UBE or PirateWear.com right now and get your new t-shirt while supplies last. Go Pirates!
Hey, what's up, man? It's Josh Hawkins, former NFL player, and you listen to Pirate Radio, voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. The Pirate Radio app is available now, powered by Carolina Caliber. Download the app today and have Pirate Radio at your fingertips. Now, back to the show.
And welcome back in. Get a jump on Mustache March by stopping by UBE or PirateWear.com this weekend and purchase a special Strikeout ALS t-shirt. Proceeds with the new t-shirts will be donated to the ECU Baseball Mustache March Fund to fight ALS. The last 4 years, Pirate Nation has helped raise over $8,000 with this promotion, and our goal this year is to get over the $10,000 mark. Get to UBE or PirateWear.com right now and get your new t-shirt while supplies last. Now, let's take it back in. Here's Clip.
All right, Hour 2, Pirate Radio Live. Have our Doghouse Tavern Dog of the Day coming up in just a little bit. Maybe we get some advice from Jeff Nadu, who joins us on the Turner Home Team Live line to talk some hoops. Nadu, how you doing, man?
Good. How are you?
Hey, we're doing all right. Coming off a Pirate win, and I guess a sign of some not great basketball teams. Last Wednesday in Minges, Jeff, the Pirates led by 4 late, gave up a 3 and 1, a 4-point play. Wichita State ended up winning in extra frames. And then last night, Pirates are down 3 late, and UTSA does the smart thing, which is to foul. Pirates hit 1 free throw. The ball's batted around. East Carolina gets it, attempts a three, and gets fouled down 2. And Dimitri Gardner makes all 3 free throws with 1 second left to beat UTSA. Just some bad end-of-game stuff, but Pirates win. They get the sweep over dreadful UTSA and stay alive to make the American tournament. But, Jeff, frustrating to see stuff like that happen at the end of games. It's crazy that those fouls in those situations still happen.
Yeah, I mean, I was actually it's funny you brought this up. I have a local college in the town I grew up in that they're D2. They're actually quite good, but I was at a game last night. There were 89 free throw attempts.
Good God.
I'm not sure I ever heard that happen. I mean, it was insane. But, yeah, officials take over. I think back to that clip from Shaq many years ago. He kind of goes off the report. People pay good money to come to these games, and these refs want to take over the effing game. That's so true. I mean, they think that it's about them, and it's not. It's pathetic. But they have no accountability. They don't have to explain anything after the game. It's just business as usual. And it's one of the sad things about the sports world that we have to deal with.
Well, the Pirates are my team. They're my school, my alma mater. My adopted team is Houston, and boy, what is wrong with Houston? And I think I can answer that. They can't score. Jeff, I know last week you said you liked Houston, Arizona under. I tailed that with you and also took the Cougars. And I need to stop taking the Cougars and just taking the under, because right now, usually it's their defense that wins these unders. Now it's their poor offense that's winning these unders. And another one hit the other night when they went on a dry spell against Kansas. And they've lost 3 in a row. Now, they've lost to Iowa State, Arizona, Kansas. No scrubs there. But is this concerning if you like Houston long term that they're losing all these games?
I don't think it is. I mean, again, what they really care about is obviously the Big 12 tournament and obviously the tournament. But their offense has always been kind of stale. I mean, that's an honest assessment. I mean, you look at this year, they're just pretty average. And I know we see that they're efficient. A lot of the offense, though, has come from the glass and, the free throw line. You look at all season, they're shooting 33% from 3. That's 207th nationally. A lot of their points as far as attempts have come from the three-point line. That's a sign of a bad offense where you're shooting 33%, but most of your offense is perpetrated from the three-point line. They go through these long spells. I was on the under, a few times as well. They're a great defense, too, and they play ungodly slow. So a lot of those things kind of, mean, unders, and that's no different this year. They're always a good under team.
That was the game against Arizona Saturday, and that was an impressive win by a banged-up Arizona team. And then later that night, we saw Duke beat Michigan. And, the way Michigan's been pounding teams, very good neutral site win from Duke. And just like Houston, you said you're not, burying them because of this stretch they're on. Did you take a lot away from Duke, Michigan? You still like both of those teams, obviously, long-term for the NCAA tournament?
I will just say one other thing, Clip. Since 2020, Houston is in the top 20 best under teams in America. So it's been a very good bet long term. No, I don't really take much away. I will keep saying that, Arizona to me is the best team in the country when fully healthy. I think we have to look at how impressive it's been that they went in and beat Houston. But in terms of Michigan, Duke, I think Duke is second. I think what they did to Michigan really kind of taking advantage. I mean, they were up most of the game. They were. It was really only the first half where Michigan showed that they were better. But they cut it down. Michigan, if you can turn them over or just have a bad shooting game, you're going to beat a lot of teams, and they were able to do that. They can also match up front with them. Michigan's huge. That's why a team like Illinois or Duke will pose problems to them because they can match up. Duke's really good. They're elite defensively. I think it's Arizona, and it's Duke, and it's everybody else.
Jeff Nadu joining us. He joins us on Thursdays, which is a traditionally weak basketball card. I was thinking about this, Jeff, that growing up, I'm a little older than you, but, remember Big Monday, Super Tuesday, ACC Wednesday, and then Thursday, Friday kind of lacked. Thursday, we do have a Big Ten matchup tonight with Michigan State, Purdue. I guess Fox has tried to get into the Friday night viewing and get some eyeballs with Fox and the Big Ten. Michigan, Illinois coming up Friday, so we do have a good game. And then, of course, Saturday and Sunday, you're going to have wall-to-wall college basketball, especially Saturday, but it is kind of odd seeing big time games on Friday. This is somewhat new, Jeff, because again, as a sports fan, a college basketball fan, I'm so used to it just being weekend and then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Well, I think they take the page out of the whole, it's Friday night. There's not a lot going on outside of the NBA, really. So why not try to capitalize, we see college football do that. There's always a couple of games on Thursday or Friday. I think it's obviously great, because every bar in America will have this game on, so it obviously makes a lot of sense. I think this is a spot I'll be all over the Illini in. I just kind of mentioned, they've lost 3 of the last 5. They just lost, obviously, last Saturday to UCLA, but they've had, 6 days to prepare. And they're the one team in America, really, that can match up with Landenborg and Merez Johnson and Ade Mara. So I look at Illinois, kind of hit a little bit of a skid recently. I think at home, this is a circle the wagon spot. This is a team that's, kind of right there. Look, they're not a 1 seed, but I think they're right there. They're a pretty high level 2, 3 seed. At a 2 seed, I mean, if they get the job done here, maybe you get closer and closer to the 1 line. So, yeah, I like the spot for Illinois at home. Hard to win in the Big Ten at home.
Jeff, I saw you call out Vanderbilt as a fraud on social media. Who are the real deal teams in the SEC? Coming up this Saturday, you got Alabama at Tennessee, Arkansas at Florida. Saw Arkansas win last night. Also, that Vandy team will be at Kentucky. I remember last year, I had just about every base covered as far as a national champion and everything, and that included Bama, that included some other SEC teams. I had everybody but Florida, basically, and now Florida has found themselves back in the top 10. But who are your favorite 2 or 3 SEC teams long-term this year?
Yeah, well, obviously Florida's going to be 1. 2, I would go Arkansas. I've been really high on them all year. I bet them last night. I do have them in the futures market. I think they're a really interesting team because they have a lot of continuity. They're an older team mostly, and then they have a kid at guard that is just really good in Darius Acuff. Plus, they're big, they're long, they're good from the 3-point line and on defense. They don't turn it over. Number 3, I would probably still go Tennessee. Just with their rebounding prowess, their ability to defend. They have a star in Nate Amon. Outside of that, I think it's just kind of a mishmash. I'd probably go probably Alabama, then kind of your A&M, Texas, Georgia, Vanderbilt, all kind of in that gleaming area. They're not top 4 or 5. They're just kind of in the middle.
The basketball buffet gets started Saturday at noon in Durham with Virginia and Duke. And, this by now, Jeff, and hopefully even novices know this is not your father's or your slightly older uncle's Cavaliers. This is an offensive team, and I think they had 58 the other night in the second half against NC State. Just a crazy number, pretty much what Tony Bennett's teams used to average. And look, those teams would win games, but not like they're doing now. Virginia has won 9 in a row, Jeff, and do you give them a chance to, beat Duke, but also be a factor come March Madness time?
Yeah, so I have 2 teams that are kind of in that middle tier. I mentioned Arkansas. Virginia is the other team. I bet them at 100-1 a few months ago. I'm really high on this group. I think on both sides they're just elite. They really have very few flaws. They don't necessarily have that, like, Darius Acuff or DeBonsa or a player like that, but they all have a role. They all just kind of do what they do. They're efficient on both ends. They're a great rebounding team. They really take you out of what you want to do. Look, I'll say it, Clip. I know a lot of people last week said that was the best card of the year. This card, top to bottom on Saturday, is the best card of the year, period. You have just some tightened matchups. You just mentioned that one with Duke, Virginia. Arkansas, Florida is a huge game. Top two teams in the SEC. Gonzaga, St. Mary's, final game of the season out there. Alabama, Tennessee is kind of that, top five matchup in the SEC. Villanova, St. John's a great game. Texas Tech, Iowa State's terrific. There's just Kansas, Arizona. I mean, this is the best card of the season.
Make sure you're following Jeff Nadu. Mentioned St. Mary's there. Reminded me to thank you for putting that one out last night. St. Mary's, Santa Clara. Santa Clara led with I think at the under 4 timeout in the first half. And Santa Clara led. St. Mary's went on a run, led at the half, and then dominated the second half. Ended up winning the game by 19 points. So an easy winner from Nadu last night. So make sure you're following him. He'll throw out a freebie to you every now and then. You reminded me of something there by saying, last regular season game, Jeff. We've got conference tournaments starting as early as next Monday, and then you'll have Ohio Valley, Big South starting Tuesday, Missouri Valley Wednesday. So keep an eye out, folks. And have you started to break these tournaments down, Jeff, or is that something maybe coming this weekend?
Oh, yeah. Obviously, want to make sure seeding is kind of figured out. And that's something like on nights like tonight, that's what you really want to keep an eye on. So for instance, a game that means literally nothing. North Dakota State, they've already locked up the 1 seed in the Summit League. That said, St. Thomas is still looking to seed correctly. So that's a huge game for them, not a real big game for North Dakota State. So you obviously want to understand when these conferences end, what's the story.
Jeff, you mentioned St. Thomas. Was that the team? Was it one of the teams won their conference tournament but weren't allowed to go to the NCAA tournament? Was that them? It was somebody recently that happened to.
I think that was Merrimack.
Okay, all right.
They but no, St. Thomas is now eligible. They've done their years.
Yeah.
They're now able to participate. So yeah, for them, this is a big game for them because they're still trying to grab that 2 seed. So this is a huge one for them at home, and this is a revenge angle because they lost the first game to St. Thomas. But yeah, you want to keep an eye on that kind of stuff. Futures are kind of where I think you can make some money in these conferences. Kind of picking that kind of deeper sleeper. But the only game I ended up playing tonight is UC Irvine. I took a shot with the Anteaters here. This is another conference where these two teams are kind of fighting for that 2nd seed behind Hawaii. I just really like this matchup for Irvine. They really limit you in transition and don't let you get to the rim, which two things that Northridge really has to do. They play really fast. They want to get to the rim. Irvine's won 4 of 5 in this matchup. Andy Newman's team has really struggled against Irvine. I don't think a change of venue really does much here. This isn't a real heavy trip for Irvine. I think they go up and get the job done. They're off a loss here. I like the spot for them. But I will tell you, Clip, that St. Mary's handicap for me last night, that was one of my best of the year, I thought. Everything that I kind of thought would happen would. And it sets up one of my auto bets on Saturday, Gonzaga, St. Mary's, under.
All right. Well, we'll get that one ready in the chamber. Jeff, real quick, and we'll circle back to hoops to wrap it up, but the ECU football schedule released today. Pirates will have a home Friday night game against South Florida, which could end up being a big game. They got a couple of Thursday nighters on the road, UAB Memphis. But they started out September 5th in Tuscaloosa at Alabama. Jeff, guess the line. What's the line going to be for East Carolina at Alabama to start the season?
Oh, wow. Listen, we don't know the rosters yet, but I've been doing this a long time, so I've come up with something. I would say 26.5.
Okay. I had it upper 20s as well. I think that's probably a good number. Do we know what's Bama's quarterback after Ty Simpson? Do they bring in somebody or have a guy?
I would think it would be. I know they have a couple of quarterbacks already there.
Yeah.
I don't think they don't really do the transfer quarterback type thing. They have a kid, Austin Mack. He was at Washington. I would imagine following Kalen DeBoer, he would probably be your front runner. But they don't really do the transfer type thing. So I want to ask you, what's ECU's quarterback situation looking like?
Got Emory Williams, backup from Miami, who transferred in, and then Mitch Griffiths, who played at Wake Forest, transferred to Texas Tech, and didn't play there. So it's a lot like Hauser Garcia 2 years ago, Jeff, where we bring in 2 portal guys, and we're going to have a battle during spring.
Yeah, I remember Mitch Griffiths was at Wake for a while. He's been in college. I think he started in 2020. He's still around.
Yep,
pretty wild.
He has been around. All right, Nadu, as we wrap it up, any games, Gonzaga and St. Mary's under, keep an eye on that for the weekend. Anything tonight, Friday, or anything else this weekend you're looking at?
Yeah, I'll definitely be on Illinois tomorrow, as long as it's not like higher than -2 for Illinois. I think it'll be right around Pick'em. I'll be on them in that game. As far as Saturday, I'm having a good week, so I'll probably have a bunch of stuff I'll throw out on Twitter. And, it's been fun. I've had a good season for the most part, and, we're looking to end it on a high note. A month from now, Clip, I mean, we're really kind of staring down the barrel of this all ending, and then we've got a long road of summer. But I'll tell you what, we need summer weather around here. I mean, it has been a brutal winter for us, so I'm looking forward to it.
All right, our last February chat. Next time we talk to Nadu, some conference tournaments will have begun, so it'll be a fun few weeks here. All right, Jeff, appreciate you, man.
Okay, Clip. Thanks, guys.
Jeff Nadu talking hoops and a little football as well. Let's take a break. We'll come back, get our dog of the day presented by Doghouse Tavern. See if we can check in with J-Bone, Jared Watkins. That's on the way as we roll on hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. Back with you after this.
Need to sell your house fast without fixing or even cleaning it? Call the Turner Home Team.
Hey, this is proud ECU alumni Justin Turner with the Turner Home Team. We buy houses as is in any condition for cash, and we can close in just days. As a real estate investor and licensed agent, my team and I can give you options when you need to sell. Sell fast or sell for top dollar. You choose what's best.
Call Turner Home Team or visit theturnerhometeam.com. They'll make a no-obligation cash offer for your home today.
Turner Home Team. Pirates supporting pirates.
Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry has been Greenville's premier dental practice for over 40 years. I am Dr. Chris Gateway, and our mission at Michaels & Gateway is to provide exceptional dental care with compassion, integrity, and innovation, ensuring every patient leaves with a healthy, confident smile. Doctors Michaels & Gateway are committed to providing an outstanding patient experience with every visit. Not only do we offer all your dental needs under one roof, in most cases, we can take care of those needs on the same day. Bring your smile to us at Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry.
Ready to take the road less traveled? This February, get behind the wheel of a new 2026 Subaru Crosstrek base at Capital Subaru of Greenville. Lease it for $250 a month for 36 months. And don't forget about the Subaru A Lot to Love event. It's all happening right now at Capital Subaru of Greenville off Memorial Drive or online at capitalofgreenville.com. Proud official partner of the ECU Pirates. Price does not include licensing costs or registration fees. See dealer for details. Offer expires March 2nd, 2026.
Looking for the perfect getaway? Discover Washington, North Carolina, where small town charm meets waterfront adventure. Stroll along the scenic waterfront, explore unique shops and local restaurants, or kayak the Pamlico River at sunset.
From family fun to romantic escapes, Washington has something for everyone. Plan your next trip today at visitwashingtonnc.com and experience why they call it the original Washington.
Visit us in Washington. Your escape starts here.
After years in the making, the new Papa John's Pan Pizza recipe is ready. Introducing a new pan pizza with edge-to-edge cheese and toppings, a crispy garlic Parmesan crust, and 6 cheeses. It's the perfect balance of a soft, fluffy interior dough and a crispy crust. You'll agree this pan pizza was worth the wait. Order the new pan pizza today from your local Papa John's. Better ingredients, better pizza. Papa John's.
This is Caleb Reynolds, lead minister at Eastern Pines Church, and I'd love to invite you to join us this Sunday at 9 and 10:30 at 3380 Portertown Road in Greenville. At Eastern Pines Church, you'll find real people, uplifting worship, and a place where your family can grow in your faith. Come see what God is doing right here in Greenville. We'd love to welcome you home at Eastern Pines Church. Visit easternpineschurch.com for more information.
Church services brought to you by S&K Trapping, East Coast Grading, Gregory Pool, Driven Details, East Coast Access, Service, Cardinal Lock and Key, and rentafishtank.com.
CopyPro, the professional office systems people, have been serving Eastern North Carolina since 1971. From Greenville to Wilmington, businesses trust CopyPro for reliable technology, award-winning service, and top brands like Konica Minolta and Ricoh. Need multi-function printers, document management, or network solutions? CopyPro delivers powerful tools backed by certified technicians and a team dedicated to your success. CopyPro, professional people, professional systems, powerful results. Visit copypro.net or call 756-3175 today.
Are you looking to purchase a new home, or are you considering refinancing your current mortgage? This is Talbot Green at Integrity Home Mortgage. We offer a wide variety of loan programs to help get you pre-approved. Our team of Talbot Green, Braxton Green, and Joanne Weir has over 50 years of experience and is committed to providing you with superior customer service you deserve. To get started, call me, Talbot Green, 714-2076.
Talbot Green, NMLS 120331. For informational purposes only. Integrity Home Mortgage Corporation is an equal housing lender. NMLS 208516.
This is Brian Packard, ECU former baseballer. You're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. The Pirate Radio app is available now, powered by Carolina Caliber. Download the app today and have Pirate Radio at your fingertips. Now, back to the show.
And welcome back in. Do you want to get rid of wrinkles, tighten and lift your skin, smooth your skin texture, erase veins and brown spots? Are you get rid of unwanted hair and under-eye fat pads? Are you interested in Botox or filler? Contact the licensed professionals at Beauty Bar MediSpa for a free consultation and ask about their newest technologies and treatments. Beauty Bar MediSpa on Red Banks Road in Greenville. Enjoy your visit. Love your transformation. Now let's take it back in for the wrap-up of Hour 2. Here's Clip.
All right, we go out to the Turner Home Team live line. Welcome in Jared Watkins, also known as J-Bone, a.k.a. Littlefinger, a.k.a. the little guy, a.k.a. Big Time, a.k.a. Doug In. What's up, Jared?
What's up, Clip? How we doing?
We're doing good. How would you recap last night's Pirate victory over College of Charleston?
It was kind of the worst case. I mean, obviously we got the win, but I was kind of saying to everybody I could talk to about the game, if it gets squirrely, we're going to see Sean Jenkins, and by God, it got squirrely there towards the end. So it was a good win. I mean, like Cliff Godwin said, win's a win, but wish the pitching after Nick Moran would have been a lot better.
Yeah, need to obviously find a way to win with other relievers outside of Sean Jenkins, but Pirates do get the dub, second straight midweek win on a Wednesday, and now get ready for the Keith LeClaire Classic coming up this weekend, 3 games at Clark LeClaire Stadium. All right, Jarrett, let's get to our Doghouse Tavern Dog of the Day, presented by Doghouse Tavern, located on 2nd Street in Ayden. The Doghouse Tavern is a veteran-owned pub where every visit feels like coming home. Enjoy live music, karaoke, pool darts, delicious cocktails, and the coldest beer in town, all in a relaxed and friendly atmosphere. Come have a drink at the Doghouse Tavern. I am 0-2. What is your record, Jarrett?
0-2.
And Chandler is 1-1.
1-1. Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
And I'm going right back to where I was at last week because the Hornets play. And my favorite bet is Con Knipple 4+3s. This has hit, I don't know, like 5 out of the last 7 or whatever. It didn't hit last week on Thursday. And it did not hit on Sunday, or excuse me, on Tuesday. It did hit on Sunday. And part of I think the biggest problem now, Jarrett, is the Hornets are too good. He doesn't play in the fourth quarter. And they're double-digit favorites tonight. And I'm kind of worried that they might have another blowout win. And Con Knipple, he played like 22 minutes or something the other night.
Yeah, my buddy had that bet on Tuesday night, and I was watching the game, and I texted him. I'm like, well, damn, here comes Xavier Tillman. I guess Con's not getting back in. And, yeah, did not play the last 12 minutes.
He's got to get the shots up. In the last 2 games that he did not hit 4 threes, he only attempted 6. He was 3 for 6 last Thursday. He was 3 for 6 on Tuesday. Sunday in the Wizards win, he didn't play. He got these early in the fourth quarter because they blew out the Wizards, but he was 5 out of 9. And the loss to Cleveland, 7 out of 15 from 3. And then a win over Atlanta, 4 out of 7. So the magic number is 7 attempts. If he can get up 7, he'll hit 4. And I'm going to say he does that tonight. And I hate to say it, I hope the Hornets don't blow out the Pacers because, again, double-digit favorites tonight on the road. And I'm going with Con, who even when he's not hitting the 4 number, he's getting that 3 number every single game, but the 4 is plus money. So I'm going to go Con Knippel. I think it's like plus 135. 4 plus 3s tonight is my pick.
Yeah, I like the bet. We've seen some kind of bad first halves from the Hornets the last couple weeks, and tied at halftime with the Wizards and tied at halftime with the Bulls, and then they just break away in the second half. So hopefully a big first half tonight for Con Knippel, and we won't have to stress.
All right, what are you going with?
Cal Bush, top 10 at Coda this Sunday, plus 135.
When is qualifying?
What's today? Thursday? I think tomorrow. I think it's tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean, so what is that? Plus what?
Plus 135.
All right.
He's been towards the front, I think, the last 2 races there, but Christopher Bell's punk ass has wrecked him both of those times to put him towards the back. So as long as he's not near Christopher Bell, I think Kyle Busch can finish towards the top.
All right. There is Jarrett's pick. Chandler, Hockey Chan, is going with Andrei Svechnikov, anytime goal tonight. Fired up about the Canes returning to the ice at plus 185. I thought about going Canes minus 1.5 for plus money, but instead I'm just taking them on the money line. I think they get off to a good start of the post-Olympic return and beat the Lightning tonight, but not willing to go the minus 1.5. But Chandler is going plus 185 with the Andrei Svechnikov anytime goal coming up tonight. So Chandler's going Svech. I'm going Con Knippel, 4 plus 3-pointers tonight against the Pacers. And Jarrett going with Kyle Busch, top 10 finish. And again, qualifying is important, but Busch, he's pretty good at the road tracks, right?
Yeah, especially because this isn't your normal road track. This is kind of something new they're trying out in Austin, Texas, the last couple of years. So he doesn't normally run like too well at the traditional road course, but this one he's been pretty good at.
All right, so there is the pick. Anything else? What you working on, J-Bone?
I had a burger at the movie theater. That was pretty good. What you
had a burger at the theater? I've never had real food at a movie theater, and I know it's a thing and been a thing, but
it's the Alamo Draft House. It's one of those movie theaters where like they got a full menu. I had a few beers, a burger, and
where's that at?
In Raleigh.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
New Bern Avenue, I think.
What'd you go see?
Nirvana, the band, the show, the movie. It was pretty damn good.
So what is that? Is that a comedy?
Yeah, it was a TV show based off a web series, and this is the movie based off the TV show.
Okay.
Yeah, it was fun. I've never heard of it until like last week, and I was like, well, let me go see it since I got the day off, and it was funny.
All right. J-Bone catching a flick on his day off. You'll be back tomorrow?
Yeah, I'll be back tomorrow for your interview with Wade Minter, and then me and Zach are heading out to Clark LeClaire Stadium, ECU Rutgers, 4:30 or 6:30.
Do you have a ton of respect for what Mike Schwartz and the basketball team did last night?
I wasn't surprised. I mean, the ending was kind of crazy, but Mike Schwartz has never lost to UTSA, and I was pretty certain that last night would not be the first time.
Jarrett called, he guaranteed a sweep, and I don't know, with the Pirates down 5 shooting free throw, or down 3 with 5 seconds shooting free throws, you thought that guarantee would hit, but they're playing UTSA, so anything is possible, as Kevin Garnett would say.
Yeah, get a little momentum heading into Sunday. Loser leaves town match. ECU is going to whoop up on Penny Hardaway and the Tigers, and Penny Hardaway will be fired after that game.
The death knell in Penny Hardaway at Memphis. All right, Jarrett, we'll see you tomorrow.
All right, man. See you.
Jarrett Watkins joining us for our Doghouse Tavern Dog of the Day. I'm trying to get in the win column, and Con Knipple is going to help me do that tonight by hitting 4 threes. In fact, he'll probably hit 6 threes tonight. But I just need him to hit 4. Jarrett going with Kyle Busch, top 10 finish at Coda. Andrei Svechnikov, anytime goal from Chandler Honeycutt. Speaking of hockey, which hockey's an American sport now. But we will go talk to a CFL, Canadian Football League All-Star, that being Tyler Snead, when we return on Pirate Radio Live. Snead will join us to talk about his fantastic 2025, what he's up to now, looking ahead to 2026. We'll have that and more with the Grey Cup champion, Tyler Snead. Back with you, Hour 3. Coach Hud going to join us as well. Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard and more coming up to wrap up this Thursday show. 1 hour to go, and we're back with you after this.
At Langley Contracting, we're superior roofing specialists. Whether it's a new roof or repairing your old one, we've got you covered. And best of all, we handle your insurance claims. We are locally owned right here in Eastern Carolina. We are licensed and insured and have a 25-year roof warranty. We can handle your gutter installation too, so everything is seamless. Call or visit us online at 214roof.com for your free estimate today.
Langley Contracting, your superior roofing specialist.
Greenville Motor Company celebrating 40 years serving Greenville and Eastern North Carolina. Family owned and operated by Tommy and Brian Cook. When it comes to financing, they've got options for everyone. Over 20 lenders that can help you with no money down, competitive rates, and monthly payments that fit any budget. First time buyer, rebuilding credit, looking for that dream upgrade, they'll help you drive away happy. Greenville Motor Company, right across from Greenville Nissan, 1000 Southwest Greenville Boulevard. DriveHereNow.com, driven by service, powered by trust. Greenville Motor Company.
College is hectic, but where you live shouldn't be. At Pirates Cove, you get your own quiet space and private bathroom. With 2 pools, a fitness center, EV chargers, the only student property with a new soccer mini pitch field, a business room for focus, and a quick ride to campus. No dorms, no drama, just the lifestyle you're looking for. Pirates Cove isn't just where you stay, it's where you live.
Looking for your new favorite hangout spot? Come on down to the Doghouse Tavern, Aiden's veteran-owned crown jewel on 2nd Street. From open mic Mondays to music bingo Thursdays, there's always something happening. Enjoy daily drink specials, one of the best bar menus around, and live music that'll keep you coming back for more. Grab your friends, kick back, and support local at the Doghouse Tavern. Check us out on Facebook to see what's on tap this week. The Doghouse Tavern, where good times and great vibes live.
This is Dr. Dixon from Orthopedics East and Sports Medicine Center. Our practice has been caring for the athletes at ECU and the residents of Eastern North Carolina for more than 35 years. Whether it's treatment for your sports injury or it's time for that joint replacement, Orthopedics East provides the latest in operative and non-operative orthopedic care. We also offer on-site physical therapy and MRI services, as well as walk-in urgent care on the weekends from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. For experienced and professional care, call us at 757-BONE or visit us online at orthoeast.com. Go Pirates!
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Danny Beal, and the best place to go for custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items is University Sportswear. University Sportswear was easy to work with when I needed my custom t-shirts. From start to finish, University Sportswear provided superior customer service and a quality product that cannot be beat. If your business, organization, or event needs t-shirts or promotional help, then you need University Sportswear. Visit universitysportswearenc.com for contact information. Go Pirates!
It doesn't matter if you're running drills at the park, playing pickup on a Saturday, or sinking the final putt. When you compete with your friends with Michelob Ultra on the line, competition isn't that friendly. The trash talk, next level, and the stakes, those are crystal clear. With only 95 calories and superior smooth taste, it's the ultimate trophy. Superior is worth playing for. Michelob Ultra, superior light beer. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2025, Anheuser-Busch Michelob Ultra Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
UB
and PirateWear.com are proud to offer the Pirate Nation its largest inventory of ECU merchandise and tailgate supplies ever. UBE has the best prices in town, so that makes UBE your one-stop shop for all things ECU. UBE does daily restocks of Champion, Adidas, and Under Armour. Don't forget to bring your young Pirates to plunder the Crow's Nest, which is the only kids store dedicated to ECU. Plenty of free parking in downtown Greenville. Visit them online at PirateWear.com. Go Pirates!
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, W224EI Greenville, WDLX Washington, and W281CH Washington. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Carolina Eagle Distributing, celebrating 150 years of Budweiser all year long. This Bud's for you from Carolina Eagle, serving the Pirate Nation since 1989. Now, back to the show.
And welcome back in. Brown & Wood is your home of the best selection of GMC, Cadillac, Buick, and Mazda in Eastern North Carolina since 1937. Shop their entire inventory online at brownandwoodauto.com or visit them on Greenville Boulevard. Brown & Wood, Greenville's #1 dealership and the home of the lifetime powertrain warranty. Now, let's take it back in for the start of this final hour. Here's Clip.
All right, Hour 3, Pirate Radio Live. We'll talk to former ECU defensive coordinator Greg Hudson when we return. Or, excuse me, later on in the show. We don't need to return. We're here and ready to go out to the Turner Home Team Live line and talk to a former Pirate receiver. We got the need for Snead, Tyler Snead, joining us. Tyler, how you doing, man?
I'm good. Appreciate you guys having me on.
Yes, sir. And great to catch up with you during your off season, and what a season it was for you with the Montreal Alouettes. 84 catches, over 1,100 yards, 4 touchdowns, earning you an all-star spot. Man, just great numbers. Tyler, how'd the season go for you?
I was proud of it, especially coming off, the season before, the 24 season, just missing 10 weeks with an injury. I was proud to stay healthy for the full season, and then just be able to be out there with all my teammates and compete and try to bring home championships.
A few punt returns as well to add into the stats for your time there in the CFL. Again, impressive numbers, Tyler, but we keep up with Justin Hardy, kept up with him during his season last year. I need you to have a 1,000-yard season when you're 34 years old. Do you think you can do that?
He's been impressive for a couple of years, so I hopefully I can continue to do that and put up those type of numbers, especially with him being a little older and still performing at that high level.
Yeah, 34 years old, and what he's doing is crazy. But Tyler, in the prime of his football career right now, Tyler, is the plan right now to be in the CFL in 2026 for you?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I actually I signed an extension with the Alouettes, so I'll be there through 27.
Nice. Congratulations on that, man. And I believe I heard, were you around here recently, maybe catching some baseball around this area?
Yeah, I've been back in Raleigh.
Okay.
So not too far, just in the off season. That's usually where I train. I got my trainer over here, and I've been with him for the past couple years. But I got both my younger cousins up in Greenville going to school there now, so I got to come up and visit them a couple times, maybe catch a baseball game this spring.
Excellent. Sounds good. Tyler Snead joining us as we are in the offseason of the CFL. We've talked to a couple of guys, Tyler, who Noah Henderson's kind of got his spot on his UFL team. Rahjai Harris trying to earn a spot with the St. Louis Battlehawks. Is there what are the biggest differences, I guess, with the CFL and the UFL? And would you rather be playing in the Canadian Football League than the UFL?
The differences between them are just, obviously, if you've watched the Canadian game, it's a little different.
Yeah.
Where guys got the running start, field's a little bigger, and then you play with 12 out there. UFL's, I know a little bit about the UFL just from guys being there, former teammates, a couple guys I train with that'll go there. So I think it's a great league, and I like and appreciate having another league and doing what they're doing. But, I feel like the CFL has been kind of everything for me ever since my stint in Pittsburgh has been over. So,
yeah.
I'm always going to be grateful to the CFL, and I love the CFL. I've kind of fell in love with their game and the rules over there. And so, I'm happy where my feet are for sure right now, and I'm looking forward to the next 2 years up there.
That's awesome. I think another thing, too, is the history and stability, the foundation. And I think the UFL is okay in that regard, but we've seen these spring football leagues come and go, whereas in the CFL, we talked to Justin with the Red Blacks, and we've talked to you in the past. They treat you pretty good up there, right, Tyler? You like your time in Montreal?
Yes, sir. No, I've enjoyed it, and like I said, I'm looking forward to hopefully many more. Hopefully I can make it to that 34 mark to produce like that, like you guys are saying.
Tyler, I bring this story up with you every time. I know you're sick of hearing it, but I'll try to add a new wrinkle or a new question to it. But I still remember sitting in the press box, and I do not remember the game. You can remind me of that. But your first action as a Pirate, and literally, I'm not making it up. They give us a roster giant card with the players' names and numbers, and you're not on that card. You're not on that sheet, and you're out there catching passes, doing everything. I thought it was like you won a contest. You were a student or something. I didn't know who you were, and I even put out on Twitter, "Who is this kid?" And everybody responded, "I don't know, but I like him." The only person that knew was Brandon Simmons, who knew you from your high school days, and he said, "Man, that's Snead." I was like, "Who the hell's Snead?" We know who you are now, Tyler. But do you remember that game? Who was that game against when you made your ECU debut, and you made it in a big way?
Yeah, no, I remember just kind of going through the week, and them telling me that I might see a little action on the field this week, and it was versus Memphis, my true freshman year back in 2018. And, they threw me in there. I think there ended up being an injury, and so I had to play a little more than, I think they expected. But, I was just out there, your first glimpse of action and being a true freshman, and especially a walk-on, I'm just trying to do everything I can to the best of my ability. And so, I think it ended up working out that game, and then, kind of played the 4-game freshman year out after that. But, no, I remember that. It's funny you say that, because I just remember telling my dad, the football team used to get those book bags, and you'd have your number on it and whatnot. And, I'd be walking down campus, and, somebody would be like, "Oh, which guy did you take that from?" The team. And I'm like, "Oh, well, it's actually mine." But it's funny you say that. Me and my dad always joke about it too, just because, I know I don't look like I should be out there, so we always have a good laugh about that and whatnot.
Well, we know you belong now. And Tyler, this is, talk about on the flip side. I asked Noah Henderson earlier, was he always the big kid? And he said, yeah, like he never really hit a growth spurt. He was just kind of always big. I'm assuming you were always, maybe undersized, but that had to motivate you coming up playing sports, I would imagine, right?
Oh, yeah. I said I'm still waiting on my growth spurt. I got a couple more years on it, but no, I was always kind of the smaller guy on the team. This is not a shot at kickers, but every place I've been, it's been me and kickers kind of around the same size. So, I've grown up like that, and just grown up, playing with that, I guess, added edge to me, just because I know. And my dad kind of coached me throughout my career too, so he was a big part in how I was raised and how I play the game, how I do. But yeah, I need to text Noah and say it must be nice being the bigger guy, huh?
Tyler, what other sports did you play at Millbrook? Were you football only, or did you play other stuff?
I was big baseball too, because my dad had played baseball at State.
Okay,
that was his sport growing up, and he was always my coach in baseball, and so I loved both football and baseball. Just when I came down to it, you get older in high school, I just said I wanted action every play, and I told my dad baseball was just a little too slow paced for me, and I used to get too frustrated out there if I had a bad inning or something, bad at bat. You got to wait 3-4 more innings to get back up there, whereas football, it's kind of next play mentality. And so I fell in love with that, and just, you know, you can go all out and give it your best and come up short, but then you get to do it again next play. So that's ultimately why I chose to go for football.
Certainly worked out for you. Tyler Snead joining us. Tyler, I asked you about some of your favorite memories and plays, but I love bringing up, and I hate it was a loss, but kind of a sign that East Carolina was at least on the come up offensively. November 9th, 2019, SMU 59, East Carolina 51. Tyler Snead, 19 catches, 240 yards, 3 touchdowns. Just an insane stat line. And what do you remember about that day, Tyler?
I remember losing that game because we were so close. We were clicking. It was one of those games where, you know, offensively, we felt like they couldn't really stop us. You know, we put up 51 points. So I just remember being really upset after that one because I think they were, you know, a top 25 ranked team. That would have been a big win for us on the road. But, I mean, you know, looking back at it now, it's crazy with the stat line and everything. I want to know how much Holton ended with that game because he was slinging it left and right, I remember. So, yeah, I mean, those are the memories you can look at now and be like, man, that was awesome. Whereas, you know, right after the game, it was just kind of like, I can't believe we just lost.
Yeah, unfortunately, I think they hit like a 4th and 20 or something crazy, if I'm not mistaken. But
I think it was like 4th and 23.
Yeah. By the way, if you'd have stretched out a little bit more, Tyler, and got 2 more yards, Holton would have got 500. He had 498.
Oh, yeah, I'll take the blame for that.
498, 6 touchdowns. Let's talk about a win or two, Tyler. What are your favorite W's all time when you were here at ECU?
Ooh, I got to say Memphis in 21 when we first became bowl eligible after a couple-year drought. I just remember the locker room after that game. I think that was an OT game, too. I think it was overtime where we won. They went for 2 and they didn't get it, and that made us bowl eligible. And then probably the 2 of my favorite are that one and then the week after in Navy where we kicked that game-winning field goal at Navy to give us our 7th win, and then that was setting us up for the Military Bowl right after that. So I would probably say those 2 are some of my favorites. But then if you throw it all the way back to 2018, I didn't see the field, but I was enjoying the view of us putting up about 40-something on UNC.
Yeah, speaking of debuts, that was Holton's debut, and it came in a big win in 2018.
Remember, he had a nice little run, a touchdown run. It was like 50-yard touchdown run that game.
Let me ask you the same question I asked Noah Henderson. Tyler, if I told you back in 18, 19, whatever, that Blake Harrell would be the head coach at ECU and won back-to-back bowl games and had a stellar record as the head coach, what would you have said to me back then?
I mean, I don't think it would have really surprised me. You know, Coach Harrell's one of those guys where, you know, he's a player's guy, and when he shows up to work, it's all about work, and he's just kind of got this laser focus when he's out there that, you know, it's contagious almost, and it makes other people, you know, focused, and you could always just tell, you know, that he loved the game of football, and he just loved being out there with the guys and doing all that and being a part of that team, and so it doesn't surprise me at all what he's doing and what he's going to continue to do over there. I'm excited, and I'm looking forward to this year.
And yeah, man, he's been great as the head coach, and has really, you know how crazy it is now, Tyler. You were, let's see, did you ever play in the NIL portal era? You got out right before then, right?
Yeah, I think my last year was when they were kind of messing around with it.
Yeah.
It was like you couldn't wear jersey numbers. It was like their first year, and they were kind of workshopping it. So
right.
I missed out on on how it is now and everything. But I can't imagine being a coach with how it is now.
Exactly.
That would be a lot.
Exactly. But he has brought some stability, and the players are going to change, and even some of the staff's going to change. But we do have a lot of confidence in Coach Harrell and the program. How much pride do you take, Tyler? Hell, it'd be nice if everything was like the Brady Patriots or whatever, the dynasty. But there's something about building it up when it's down at the bottom. And you and part of your class and your teammates were able to do that, get ECU back to a winning record, get back to bowl games. And you got to take a lot of pride in that, right?
No, for sure. And it was cool to see for all of the guys that came in my class, really, because everybody who came in at 2018 kind of got to stick it through a couple years there where it was I think 3-9, 4-6, maybe a 3-9, and then that last year to kind of see all the work you've put in just go to success, turn into a bowl game, a bowl winning team. Just that was cool to see, and that was cool to see for us, going through that period, and then when we're in it and it's good, us being older, being able to look at the younger guys and being like, man, you guys, this is how you should keep it. This is how we want to leave it. This is how you guys should take over. And I think they've done a good job of that. And like you said, back-to-back bowl wins the past 2 years, and then I know we had a couple more before that. So,
schedule just dropped today. Kenny on YouTube in the chat says, "Has Tyler seen our schedule this year?" Do you know who we open up with, Tyler?
I'm ready for week one.
Bring on Bama.
Bring on Bama. I mean, both teams got to show up and play. So.
Yeah.
Hey, I've always been anything can happen. It's anybody's game, and so. I'm looking forward to that one for the boys. Just, hey, go in there and go do it.
Hey, it's an opportunity, right? That's going to be big.
It is.
Tyler Snead joining us. Tyler, when you get back to Montreal, I don't want you to start an international incident or anything, but make sure you tell them what country they play the best hockey in, okay?
I was talking a little trash to my teammates over there. I woke up early that day to watch it, like 8 a.m. I was up 7:30, ready to go. And then even the women's one, I watched the whole women's one, and the crazy ending too. So yeah, I was talking. I said they're 0 for 2 over there. I was telling my teammates.
Hockey's now an American sport, just like football. That's awesome. Tyler, best of luck, man. We watch you down here. We keep up with your stats. We talk about you on the air, so your name still rings a lot and brings a lot of smiles to Pirate fans' faces around these parts. So keep up the good work, man. When do you kind of get back to it? I know you guys get going in the summer. So when do you report back?
So I have to report back that first week of May.
Okay.
Until then, I'll just be in Raleigh training. So I still got, I think, around 10 weeks left.
Good deal. Well, have a good off season, Tyler, and looking forward to another big 2026, man. Appreciate you.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you guys having me.
All right, there is Snead, Tyler Snead, joining us on the program, and what a fun player he was to watch and still is, a CFL All-Star with over 1,000 yards receiving in 2025 and looking to do it again, signed with the Alouettes for a couple more seasons up there north of the border. We'll take a break, come back. Coach Hud, Greg Hudson will join us on the show. We'll have our Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard and also a little On This Day presented by Ron Ayers Motorsports. Back with you, Pirate Radio Live on a Thursday after this.
Jeff Stein here at Brown & Wood Buick GMC. Pirate Nation, get ready. It's baseball season. You got hot dogs, apple pies, and GMCs. That's right, GMC 1500s. You got 0% or 20% off. $11,549 off when you have a trade-in, and we have over 50 to choose from. We have 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 rooftops, and 1 goal to make sure you leave a happy customer. Only at Brown & Wood, home of the lifetime powertrain warranty.
Looking for the perfect getaway? Discover Washington, North Carolina, where small town charm meets waterfront adventure. Stroll along the scenic waterfront, explore unique shops and local restaurants, or kayak the Pamlico River at sunset.
From family fun to romantic escapes, Washington has something for everyone. Plan your next trip today at visitwashingtonnc.com and experience why they call it the original Washington.
Visit us in Washington. Your escape starts here.
Homeowners can face many challenges throughout this season, but our newest New Blue star, Dixon Williams, is here to slide in and save the day. Have a clog that's hitting a foul ball and nothing seems to be getting through? Dixon's fixing to get you flowing again. Feeling like your HVAC's in a slump? Dixon's sliding in to get your comfort back on track. Are swinging blind in a power outage? Dixon's delivering a power boost. So when problems arise, turn home strikeouts into home runs with New Blue Electric, Plumbing, and Air.
Attention Pirates and runners, be sure to join the fun Saturday, March 28th for the Pirate 10-miler, 4-miler, or Double Down Challenge. The road race starts and finishes at Dowdy-Ficklin Stadium and runs through the best of Greenville. Get in on all the action and reserve your spot at the starting line today. Sign up now at pirate10miler.com. Use the code Pirate Radio to save 15% off your race registration. That's pirate10miler.com, special code Pirate Radio. See you there, March 28th.
I'm Sam Jones, and for more than 3 generations, my folks have kept the fires burning for Eastern North Carolina Whole Hog Barbecue. At Sam Jones, you'll find our smokehouse pumping out wood-fired meats cooked fresh every single day. There are no freezers at our place. Everything, and we mean everything, is made fresh daily, including our sides, sweets, and sauces. Stop in and see us, and I bet you'll be able to taste our passion in just one bite. At Sam Jones Barbecue, you'll find plenty of smoke, but no mirrors.
North Carolina State Parks invites you to enjoy camping your way. With the weather changing, booking your own cabin is the perfect solution for your camping getaway. Reserve campsites or cabins today at Jones Lake, Goose Creek, and Cliffs of the Neuse. Whether you enjoy traditional camping or air-conditioned cabins that can be rented with Wi-Fi, your next adventure can include hiking, beautiful scenery, and sunsets by the campfire. For information on booking a cabin, visit ncparks.gov. Are you tired of dealing with IT headaches? Does this sound familiar? Slow computers, constant crashes, long wait times for IT support, and worries about cybersecurity. If you're nodding your head, it's time to call cybersharks.net. We handle IT so you can focus on growing your business. Fast, reliable, and always there when you need us. Call 321-7800 today and get IT support that actually works. Cybersharks.net. We keep your business swimming.
Warm up with our winter savings at the Beaufort Hotel. Plan your winter escape and save up to 20% off. The premier vacation destination on the Crystal Coast is nestled on 10 acres and overlooks the Rachel Carson Reserve, home to 30 wild horses. Discover why Beaufort was named the best small town for adventure by USA Today when you stay at the Beaufort Hotel, where your Outer Banks adventure begins. Visit BeaufortHotelNC.com or call 252-728-3000.
This is Xavier Smith, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Carolina Eagle Distributing, celebrating 150 years of Budweiser all year long. This Bud's for you from Carolina Eagle, serving the Pirate Nation since 1989. Now, back to the show.
And welcome back in. Country Mart has been locally owned and operated for over 40 years and is your premier country store, serving the best cheese, biscuits, and country food around. Country Mart is open every day and has 2 locations in Bethel on Highway 11 and in Stokes on Highway 903. Both Country Mart locations are top-of-the-line fuel stations serving Shell gas, including 93 ethanol-free high-octane gas. Country Mart, fueling you up with great food and your engines with great gasoline. Now, let's take it back in. Hey, here's Clip.
All right, back with you, Pirate Radio Live on a Thursday. Let's head back out to the Turner Home Team live line. We've been busy today talking to football names of the past: Noah Henderson, Rahjai Harris, Tyler Snead, and now we'll talk to Coach Hud, Greg Hudson, joining us today on Pirate Radio Live. Hud, how you doing, man?
I'm good. Good to be in touch.
We got the football schedule released today.
Right? Really?
And the Pirates will open up on the road in Tuscaloosa at Alabama. And I wish we could turn back the clock to 2007. That would have been Chris Johnson's last year here. HUD getting his defense right. And we could have played first-year head coach Nick Saban and maybe got him while the time was right. They were 7-6 that year, 4-4 in conference play, and they lost at home to Louisiana Monroe. So maybe we could have given them a scare down there in Tuscaloosa.
Yeah, scared or be scared.
What's your pep talk to this team as they go into Tuscaloosa week 1? What are you saying to the guys leading up to that one?
Good luck. I'm glad I'm not playing.
All right.
Hey, guys, remember when I told you sometimes I really miss this? I wish I could put the helmet on and go out there one more time. Well, it's not today.
This is not one of those weeks?
No. This is not one of those weeks. I tell them to turn it loose, man. I said, be aggressive, take chances, be smart, have some fun, play as hard as you freaking can because it's going to be really fast. But it'll slow down. Just get to the end of the first quarter.
There you go. Yeah.
Through the first quarter, man. Get through the first quarter. They got one score. Screw it. But just get through that first quarter, and the game will slow down. And it always does.
Rest of the non-conference is App State at home. Pirates have lost 3 in a row to the Mountaineers. We got to end that this year. We got to beat them boys this year. Then they'll be at Old Dominion. Pirates have had success against ODU, and then get into North Carolina Central in town, hopefully for a fun one for the fans there. And then a bye, week 5 bye. HUD, when you first opened your schedule as a coach, when did you want to see that bye?
Probably about where it's at right there.
Going into conference play, it's split 4 non-con and then a bye, and then boom, your conference play.
Yeah, I'd love it right there. Absolutely. Just to get a little healed up, maybe rested if you're playing, Virginia Tech, West Virginia, Dallas Cowboys in the beginning of September, like we did sometimes. You want to be ready to go in the conference, and because then you get on a momentum and you get going. As you see, the trend has been the teams with the bye in the playoffs. The teams with the bye have been losing. They get out of their routine. Skip was great at that. I mean, he was adamant about staying on our routine, adjusting the time so everything was the same. The players knew what to expect. We knew exactly how long practices were going to be. We knew how many reps we had to get in at these certain things, and you just keep going. And really, with the guys that the guys are going to be banged up and hurting, you know what? This is the business you've chosen. So you just got to gut through it. And then the beauty of that, if you do that, we keep playing for that. We always want to say we want to play that extra game, and that was the championship game. Just get to the pennant, and then you got a chance.
Well, HUD, during your time at ECU, and it kind of does depend on where you are. Florida State will play an ACC Thursday night or every now and then, but most of their games are, prime time Saturday or in a good time slot. But here at ECU, it might have been when you were on staff that year, we played like every day of the week almost. But this year, back-to-back Thursday games in October, the 15th and 22nd at UAB, at Memphis, and then a home Friday night game in November 6th against South Florida. So you're playing 3 non-Saturday games. Friday maybe not that big of a deal, but how about those? You talked about Skip's trying to keep the schedule and the routine the same. How much does that mess you up when you got 3 non-Saturday games?
It's a little wacky, but you got to balance it out with the hours. Just, we just name days different. Wednesday may be a Monday, or Wednesday may be a Friday. One time at Cincinnati, we opened the season on Memorial Day. We played that coming Saturday, and then we turned around and played on Thursday. Think about that. I'm going to say that was 99 or 2000. 2000 maybe it's 2000. Yeah. I think it's 10 days? Yeah. Something for the concussion protocol.
That's that's wild. But got to get these games on TV, I guess, somehow, and get eyeballs on you.
Pay for it all.
Kenny on YouTube said, "Clip, has Coach Hud ever raised his voice at you?" I think that's a Mick Cronin reference there.
Are you raising your voice at me?
Hud's never raised his voice. If he needs to curse me out or say something, he just says it in his calm, deep Barry White voice. So he didn't need to raise his voice.
Yeah, dumbass.
Yeah, see? It goes like that. It's simple, easy. It's funny. The picture we're showing on our YouTube is the famous one of you screaming. So you like you're flexing. So, yeah, it looks like you used to raise your voice at some guys.
Is it Hawaii Bowl?
Say that again?
Is that the Hawaii Bowl?
No, I'm not sure what game this is from. It's the one where, what's his name is in the background. Never mind.
Just wait. Does anybody in the picture have a Hawaiian shirt on?
Nah. No lays or whatever you call them. No, I don't see any of that. No puka shells.
Yeah. No.
This is a weird question, Hud. You're an intimidating guy, but you were yelling at guys that were maybe even more intimidating looking than you. Were you ever like nervous to yell at a guy ever in your career? Like, this guy might whoop my ass for real.
No, I knew they could whoop my ass, but I didn't think they'd do it. At least I had seniority or something on my side. I was hoping they would be listening to the message.
There you go.
And not getting mad at the messenger.
We just got confirmation the picture actually is the Hawaii
Bowl.
Bowl.
Wow, we did a fade out.
Yep.
And we do see it is from the Hawaii Bowl.
Yep.
You were probably yelling aloha or something.
No, that's the play in the first series who was our crazy corner we had? Was always getting into
Travis Williams?
It was Travis Williams came up and made a play on third down in the first drive.
Right.
The dude. Or maybe it was on second down and put him in third and long. I remember that. Yeah.
There we go.
For that game, man, that was the start. That was 2008 for us.
That was game 1 of 08?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Everything we prepared for was like that.
Well, hell, it paid off because then you went on to beat, of course, Virginia Tech and West Virginia, and then Tulane, famously. Greg Hudson joining us here on the Turner Home Team live line. Coach Hud, got the combine going on. As you're an Indiana boy on an Indiana night, as Tom Petty said. You ever been to the combine there in Indiana?
Yeah. Yes, I have. It's quite a spectacle. It's a lot of fun, though, outside of the actual combine, because, if you want to see anybody in pro football, from the very top to the lowest assistant of the assistant's assistant, they're all there. All the scouts, the whole crew is there. It's the Senior Bowl and the combine are sort of like the NFL convention, and that's where everybody goes. So if you want to get to know NFL people, you go to one of those two events or both of them. Agents, everything, they're everywhere.
So good networking, but also you're watching these maybe stars of tomorrow. How it's got to be important because they do it every year. But are those tenths of a second really important, or is it more about talking to the guys face to face? Like, what is the most important part if you're trying to spend a lot of money and put a whole lot of eggs into one guy's basket? When you're breaking down all the talent out there.
I still take the first criteria: height, weight, speed, and then I want to meet them.
Yeah.
And I've already seen tons of film on them, and evaluated them on the tape, get their true height, weight, speed. But then when you get inside their brain and see, what if their thoughts align with their core values, then you're going to have a good interview. But you could blow it there. Best thing you can do is be yourself. I've heard of guys going in there and laying eggs. Some guys going in there and selling it.
Yeah.
But I still, to this day, is at the level where quarterback play is, and how many have been picked first and through the top 10 that don't pan out. Millions and millions of dollars have been spent on first-round picks, and that amount of money still really hasn't broke the code on, what to do. I think the only thing that's really came out of it is going after tailbacks, running backs early. I think that's been the one thing that's faded out because of longevity of their career.
Yeah.
But if they're going in to look and see who can get off the ball, who's a strainer. They want to see guys straining. They want to see if they come in shape, because those drills they do at the combine are no joke. I mean, and it is you're full speed on every one, because if you take a step off, they're going to see it, and they're going to ask you why. They're going to ask you why you did it.
Greg Hudson joining us. I saw something earlier today I wanted to ask you about, Hud. Dan Morgan, great linebacker at the U, and then the Panthers, and now the GM of the Panthers, was talking about Tetaroa McMillan, who was the Rookie of the Year. And I remember going into the draft, there was the talk about he didn't love football, and people were worried about that. Is he going to be a bust? And Dan Morgan said, you got to ignore it, and he had to meet him himself and make his own opinion. But biases are real in every walk of life. So you as a coach, if you are inheriting a player or recruiting a player and you hear something about him, he's lazy or he's not a good teammate or whatever, you can get that thought in your head and kind of cloud your judgment before you meet him. So how important is it to form your own opinion when you talk to him? You know what I'm saying?
That's why a lot of times the first place you go to high school, you don't go to the head coach. You go to the head coach to get in the building. Then you go down to the academic office or the attendance office and say, how many days of school has he missed? Then with this counselor, how many classes has he turned into missing? How many disruption or, detentions has he gotten? Playing another sport. If you get a bunch of personal fouls, technicals in basketball, how is he in practice? I love watching guys practice, and you get a lot out of that. The games, yeah, they're good. They're good. If you can go see a guy practice on a day that they're really working, you see what his work effort is like. You talk to as many people as you can and find out everything that you can. And nowadays, with it being a financial investment at a much higher level, you have to get that granular in it.
Yeah,
you can hear one thing and you'll be like, uh-oh.
Greg Hudson.
You got a guy that you think's going to grow. You're like, this guy's still growing, man. He's going to get bigger. He's going to, and the first time you meet mom, and she's 4'9", and you're like, he's not. Maybe he's done.
That's funny. I guess the flip side of that is hoping a guy he grow, and you see dad and he's like 6'7" giant dude. You're like, okay, maybe I got some here.
Yeah, and then the mom comes around like Oompa Loompa, and you're like, whoa, it's sawed off. No, I'm telling you, I like seeing their uncles too. These guys, their uncles and grandparents that come to the game, and they're like monster giants. You're like, yeah, this guy's going to be big.
Great.
If you want to just get big guys, just go recruit Minnesota and Wisconsin.
Hud only recruits at family reunions. He's got to see the whole family.
Let me see. How many uncles you got? 6. How big are they? They're all 6'5". All
right. Now Jamie and Jerry are in the chat talking about practice. Allen Iverson. We're talking about practice, man.
Oh, yeah.
Practice.
Yeah, but that was Allen Iverson.
That was a little different, yeah. Hud, what you following in sports? You watch the hockey?
Hell yeah! I told you, growing up, in 7th grade, I wanted to be Mike Eruzione.
Well, now a new list of legends are out there. USA, men and women winning it.
It was awesome the way those games went down.
Yeah, classics.
It was great, and those guys. I mean, how about the $150,000 bar tab and celebration that McAfee picked up?
Oh wow, I didn't see that.
Yeah, it didn't break the record though. I think the record was when the Miami team or the Florida team won the Grey Cup. They blew that out of the water.
Huh. It's a nice tab. I'd like to be on Hud's tab one night.
They weren't drinking on the well.
All right. Anything yet? You watching any hoops at all? This is our last chat in February. We're going to turn to March.
Yeah, I'm paying attention to those first out, first in things. I still think that what's his name on ESPN, the Duke guy, commentator,
Jay Billis.
Billis is pretty point on, man. Yeah. I mean, you got to follow Billis, but I'll tell you what. I'm waiting for Hurley to make some more noise in the tournament.
He's going to make noise verbally. We'll see if his team makes noise.
I want to see UCLA get in and UCLA UConn play in, and then mic them both those guys up.
Damn, I thought I was going to be smart, and I had Illinois the other night, and they were up by like 20, and then Mick's guys come back and hit a shot at the buzzer to win it, and I said, damn it.
Were they at Illinois?
No, sir. They were in L.A.
Well, they could have won. If they'd have won that game by the buzzer, he still bitched about the plane ride back.
The car ride. He had a lot of traffic probably back home in the car.
You can fly to Illinois faster than you can drive down the 405.
There you go. All right, Hood. Enjoyed it, man. Appreciate you, and we'll check in with you next week.
Okay, guys. Go Pirates.
There he is, Greg Hudson joining us. Zach, we got hoops going on. The Bonnies up on Rhode Island, 34-26 in Atlantic 10 action. We'll take a look at the Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard presented by the Buck. Some of Zach's darlings are taking L's. I believe St. Louis lost again. St. Mary's wore out Santa Clara last night. But we'll see what's going on in hoops and more when we return. Got Hornets and Canes in action tonight as well. Back with you, Pirate Radio Live, after this.
Greenville Motor Company has proudly served Greenville for over 40 years. Driven by service, powered by trust, locally owned and operated by Tommy and Brian Cook and the Cook family. When you're looking for your next ride, choose from a huge selection of cars, trucks, and SUVs, domestic or import. If they don't have exactly what you want, they'll locate it for you. From your very first car to that luxury automobile you've always dreamed of, it's Greenville Motor Company, 1000 Southwest Greenville Boulevard, driveherenow.com. Driven by service, powered by trust, Greenville Motor Company. If you're looking for a delicious home-cooked country breakfast or lunch, look no further than CD's Grill. CD's Grill in Winterville has the best country cooking around. Start your day with CD's mouth-watering homemade cheese biscuits, eggs cooked to order, and pancakes so big and fluffy there's no way you leave hungry. Open Monday through Friday from 5:30 a.m. until 2 p.m. and Saturday from 5:30 to 11 a.m. CD's has lunch specials and an all-you-can-eat salad bar. Stop by, say hey to owner Jason Brown and the CD's crew. CD's Grill, 111 West Fire Tower Road in Winterville. CD's Grill, the best country cooking around.
Hey, Pirate Nation, get a jump on Mustache March by stopping by UBE or pirateware.com this weekend and purchase a special Strikeout ALS t-shirt. Proceeds from the new t-shirts will be donated to the ECU Baseball Mustache March Fund to fight ALS. The last 4 years, Pirate Nation has helped raise over $8,000 with this promotion, and our goal this year is to get over the $10,000 mark. Get to UBE or pirateware.com right now and get your new t-shirt while supplies last. Go Pirates!
Hey Pirate Nation, are you in the market for a member-focused local credit union or making a switch from your existing one? Then explore First Flight Credit Union with branches across Eastern North Carolina where all residents are membership eligible. First Flight members experience in-person service, competitive savings, and loan rates. Everything from automobile, boat, and home loans, First Flight has you covered. First Flight is more than just a branch. They're on a mission to take better care of our community. Stop by one of their local branches today or visit efirstflight.com. First Flight is insured by the NCUA and an equal housing lender.
The Buccaneer Music Hall is your beacon of music in the land of the Pirates in the NC. Open at noon 7 days a week with live music. Come enjoy sports trivia with me, Clip Rock, every Monday. Tuesday and Wednesday, it's live local acoustic night, along with line dancing from 7 to 9 on Wednesday. Thursday, there's a brand new lineup with Singo starting at 8, followed by karaoke with DJ Dog. Ladies and free both Friday and Saturday nights with the best local bands in the area. Finish the weekend with free games and DJ Kids Scene.
Y'all come get bucked up. Ready to play, Greenville? The Repair Shop Game Room at Fish Street Hardware is bringing the fun for all ages. Pool tables, skee ball, big screens, and ice cold drafts all in one spot. Keep the week going with Singo Tuesdays at 7, Trivia Wednesdays at 7, Outlaw Open Mic on Thursdays 7 to 9, and live music every Friday and Saturday 8 to 11. Plus, Yappy Hours Thursday through Saturday 4 to 7, 25% off appetizers, and Sundays, kids 12 and under eat free with the purchase of an adult entree. Fish Street Hardware, eat, drink, play.
Phelps Chevrolet is the dealer to see for a car or a truck or an SUV. The best service and quality. That's the Phelps guarantee. Phelps Chevrolet, the name you can trust. Phelps Chevrolet, you can count on us. The name you can depend on. Phelps Chevrolet.
Get you one.
Need to sell your house fast without fixing or even cleaning it? Call the Turner Home Team.
Hey, this is proud ECU alumni Justin Turner with the Turner Home Team. And we buy houses as is in any condition for cash, and we can close in just days. As a real estate investor and licensed agent, my team and I can give you options when you need to sell. Sell fast or sell for top dollar. You choose what's best.
Call Turner Home Team or visit theturnerhometeam.com. They'll make a no-obligation cash offer for your home today.
Turner Home Team. Pirates supporting pirates.
What's up? This is Bryson Worrell, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Carolina Eagle Distributing, celebrating 150 years of Budweiser all year long. This Bud's for you from Carolina Eagle, serving the Pirate Nation since 1989. Now, back to the show.
And welcome back in. Pirate Nation, are you in the market for a member-focused local credit union or making a switch from your existing one? Then explore First Flight Credit Union with branches across eastern North Carolina where all residents are membership eligible. First Flight members experience in-person service, competitive savings and loan rates, everything from automobile, boat, and home loans. First Flight has you covered. Stop by one of their local branches today or visit efirstflight.com. First Flight is insured by the NCUA and an equal housing lender. Now, let's take it back in. Here's Clip.
All right, back with you, Pirate Radio Live. Take a look at the Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard presented by the Buck. Always something going on at the Buccaneer Music Hall, including Thursday nights, Singo, and karaoke. I'll be out there on Monday nights with sports trivia. Had a good crowd last night at Overtime Tavern. We were packed to the gills and had a fun game last night. Zach's team won without him. The Grass Guys won in overtime. Great comeback win in round number 3. We were watching some sports, and we'll be doing the same tonight. And big pro sports night for me, as I'll be tuned into the Canes and the Hornets. The Hurricanes beginning play after their Olympic break, and they will be hosting the Tampa Bay Lightning. Hornets are big road favorites against the tanking Indiana Pacers. So we'll be keeping an eye on those games. It's a college basketball game going on right now. The Bonnie, St. Bonaventure up on Rhode Island, 34-26 in the first half. Coming up later tonight in American play, Memphis kind of playing out the string here, but who knows? Anybody could win that AAC basketball tournament. Well, anybody that participates in it could win it. Memphis just 12-15 on the year, and I believe slight favorites tonight against Wichita State. Temple on the road at FAU. Both of those games on the Deuce, ESPN2. Headline game will be on Peacock. It'll be Michigan State and Purdue. Real quick, Zach, any other of your non-power darlings you're keeping an eye on? What teams should we be watching out for right now in college basketball?
Belmont is the big one right now. They are 25-4, I think, 26-4.
Is that Ohio Valley?
Missouri Valley.
Missouri Valley or Ohio Valley?
Maybe.
I'm going to go Ohio Valley.
Whatever you want it to be, Cliff.
I'm going Ohio.
Okay, hold on.
It's not what I want it to be. I want the facts.
Missouri Valley.
Damn.
I knew I was right. Come on.
Damn. I've been had by the best. I believe Arch Madness starts next week, if I'm not mistaken.
They are usually the first ones to get it going.
So we'll be watching that and the other tournaments inside the Pirate Radio studios. I am excited about that. All right, Belmont, one to watch. Who else? Anybody else?
Utah State has been one to watch all year for me, but they are coming off 2 consecutive losses, one to Nevada, one to San Diego State. But they are still 23-5, so give them a shot.
How's my Anteaters doing, Cal Irvine?
It's a good question.
They are usually good out there in the, what are they, in the WAC, I believe?
They're in the Big West.
Big West?
They are first in the Big West.
Yeah. They turn it on come conference play. So
they are tied for first with Hawaii and Northridge.
Do you have it pulled up? How's Cal Baptist? That's Jarrett's team.
They're in the WAC.
Okay, a different league.
Yeah, they are Cal Baptist third in the WAC, 9-5 in conference, 19-8 overall.
All right. I got a shot to do something postseason. But it's getting to be that fun time of the year as we turn the calendar to March and conference tournaments beginning next week. I'll keep an eye on everything going on tonight, recap it tomorrow for you on Pirate Radio Live, and we will tell you who will be coming up on the show tomorrow when we return to wrap things up on a Thursday. We'll be back with you after this.
Hi, I'm sure you heard the bells and whistles next door. We're just securing your neighbor's house with the smart home features like cameras and security.
I'm sorry, who are you?
Oh, hi, yes, I'm Mike with SCI Technologies. You know, Eastern North Carolina's premier security provider. We do fire alarm, audio, video, and security.
Oh, how can you help me?
Give us a call, 252-321-7006 for a complimentary quote, or you can email us at info@sciteks.com.
At Tiebreakers, we pride ourselves on serving
big, juicy wings.
I'm talking
big and juicy.
Our chickens are the same ones that kick sand in the other chickens' faces. If our chickens played football, they'd be linebackers. The competition's chickens, they'd be
skinny little kickers.
Trade those kickers in for linebackers. Join us today for
big, juicy wings.
All season long at Tiebreakers.
Tiebreakers, with 2 locations in Greenville and on Railroad Street in Winterville.
Doug Henry of Greenville is your premier used car dealership with over 300 vehicles to choose from and brand new inventory arriving daily to take care of all your needs. Doug Henry offers the best selection of used cars around, and it's easy to find right on the corner of Greenwood Boulevard and Memorial Drive. You can also find them at DougHenryofGreenville.com. Right on the corner and always right on the price. Doug Henry of Greenville.
Are you looking to purchase a new home, or are you considering refinancing your current mortgage? This is Talbot Green at Integrity Home Mortgage. We offer a wide variety of loan programs to help get you pre-approved. Our team of Talbot Green, Braxton Green, and Joanne Weir has over 50 years of experience and is committed to providing you with superior customer service you deserve.
To get started, call me, Joanne Weir, at 531-1148.
Joanne Weir, in MLS 75974. For informational purposes only, Integrity Home Mortgage Corporation is an equal housing lender in MLS 208516.
You've had your new computer a few years now, but lately it's been running super slow, acting strange, and you're worried about viruses and losing data.
This is driving me mad!
Let the experts at University PC Care in Greenville and New Bern professionally diagnose your Mac or PC to see what's really going on. They'll determine the root cause and not just symptoms, so you don't waste money fixing the wrong issues. Call 252-558-1280 for in-store or remote service, or make an appointment online at universitypccare.com.
North Carolina State Parks invites you to enjoy camping your way. With the weather changing, booking your own cabin is the perfect solution for your camping getaway. Reserve campsites or cabins today at Jones Lake, Goose Creek, and Cliffs of the Neuse. Whether you enjoy traditional camping or air-conditioned cabins that can be rented with Wi-Fi, your next adventure can include hiking, beautiful scenery, and sunsets by the campfire. For information on booking a cabin, visit ncparks.gov.
Big news from the Rick House. The Rick House has a brand new menu that you're absolutely going to love. New on the menu are creamy garlic parm chicken pasta, crab cakes, and our new porterhouse, half filet, half strip, tender and juicy, and grilled to perfection. The Rick House is the area's bourbon authority, featuring Willet, Jefferson Tropics, and the Frank Sinatra Select by Jack Daniels. The new menu features new, lower prices. The Rick House, Red Banks Road in Greenville.
It's Budweiser's 150th anniversary, and we're celebrating with a Heritage Can series that honors our legacy of being made of America. Collect all 4 designs. For 150 years, this Bud's for you. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2026. Anheuser-Busch. Budweiser Lager Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Carolina Eagle Distributing is celebrating 150 years of Budweiser all year long. For 150 years, Budweiser has been the heart of America beer culture, bringing people together across generations. Cheers to 150 years. This Bud's for you from Carolina Eagle, serving the Pirate Nation since 1989.
This is Ryan Jones, and you listen to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
Have a great night, Eastern Carolina.
Thanks for listening to Pirate Radio Live, an exclusive. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Carolina Eagle Distributing, celebrating 150 years of Budweiser all year long. This Bud's for you from Carolina Eagle, serving the Pirate Nation since 1989. Now, back to the show.
And welcome back in. A look at the stock market today. The Dow was up 17 points. It closed at $49,499. The NASDAQ was down 273 points and closed at $22,878. And the S&P was down 37 points and closed at $6,908. That is a look at your Wells Fargo Advisors financial report. For a person looking to investing, call Wells Fargo Advisors today at 756-6900 in Greenville. Wells Fargo Advisors, LLC, member SIPC. Now let's take it back in for the wrap-up of this show. Here's Clip.
Have a good night, everybody. Welcome back.
Thanks for listening to Pirate Radio.
That's your deep voice?
It's as deep as I can go.
All right, let's get a little bit of our New Blue Pirate report. Pirates winners last night. They like to make it interesting. Give the fans that came out something fun to watch. It's not fun to watch a blowout, right?
No.
You want to see a close game.
Yeah.
Pirates giving the fans what they want last night. Here's Cliff Godwin's comments after the narrow win over College of Charleston.
Look, man, a win's a win. We'll take it. Obviously, the end got a little messy, but I thought Antolet was awesome. He's probably got the flu. We got a few guys that had the flu, left a couple guys home. I thought Nick Moran was special, gave us some length. Thought our offense was really good. We had 4 quality bats in the first inning and had nothing to show for it and had some rockets. I mean, Burst's ball was a home run and the guy robbed it, and Irby hit one to the track, and Jack almost killed the second baseman. So I thought we had quality bats up and down the lineup, and yeah, it got close, and it's good for us to learn how to win one-run games. And man, the play Nick Parham made in the 9th inning, dude, coming off the bench, and I gave him the shirt because that's a big play, and if that ball gets up the middle or he throws it away, it's a different ball game.
I knew the Pirates had left at least one guy home because I was getting Diet Mountain Dew at UBE before the show yesterday and saw an East Carolina baseball player in there and said, shouldn't you be somewhere? But this was a guy that was not going to participate in the game last night. Cut 4, how important has Matt Lashley been getting the offense going?
Yeah, he's definitely provided some length down there at the bottom of the lineup. He has really good hand-eye coordination. He competes. I thought we played really good defense collectively. I mean, Kobe Wallace made 2 big league plays at third base. Burris laid out there up the middle, made a really good play, made a 4 unassisted double play. We've played really good defense the past 3 games. And look, we've pitched great up until those last couple innings, and that's a good thing, man. We'll keep running different guys out there, and we'll continue to get better.
All right, and how excited are you for the Keith LeClaire Classic to get going on Friday?
Yeah, I'm excited. Lynn always comes back. Audrey's in town now, so I think JD will come back as well. And just special to be able, our entire team, to wear 23 jerseys in honor of Coach LeClaire. And hopefully we can raise some money for a mustache march so we can strike out ALS and get rid of this terrible disease.
All right, Matt Lashley, can we hear one of his cuts there? Jackson, how is he feeling? His hamstring, how comfortable is he on the field?
Yeah, hamstring's getting there. I wouldn't say it's 100%, but, it's only getting better from now. So, I mean, it'll be 100% soon, but I'm doing what I can right now. So.
All right, there is Matt Lashley. Just got a thing on my phone. It's the 4-year anniversary of me becoming friends with Vikings running back Aaron Jones when I saw him at Subdogs. So he is Tristan Newton's cousin.
Weird flex.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Ariel Epstein and don't click that file, Avery. Ariel Epstein and Josh Graham were in town. I think Josh was there. Yeah. And they wanted me to go hang out after ECU basketball game. And I didn't want to go, but I did. because I was peer pressured into it. And we saw Tristan Newton, and we were like, who's that guy he's hanging out with? And I don't know who thought it might be Aaron Jones, but I looked him up, and I was like, well, wait, he went to UTEP, and Tristan Newton's from El Paso. And, they are cousins.
No kidding.
And we became best friends that night. And it's one of those relationships where you don't really have to check in, you just kind of know.
Sure.
So I haven't talked to him
hold
since.
on. So for Jarrett's birthday, instead of getting him to meet Aaron Jones, his team's running back, you instead went with, who'd you go with this year again?
Well, Aaron Jones has never played for the Raiders.
Who am I? Oh, never mind. I'm thinking of somebody completely different.
You're thinking of the new Packers running back that replaced Aaron Jones that came from the Raiders, Josh Jacobs?
Yes.
All right. Hey, we figured it out. We did it together.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you to Cliff Godwin, Matt Lashley, those comments after the game on our New Blue Pirate Report. If you have issues with your plumbing, HVAC, electrical needs, New Blue can help you out. Call nublue.com. We'll talk some hockey tomorrow with Wade Minter from the Hurricanes, along with a whole lot more coming up. Also getting you ready for the Keith LeClaire Classic. For the Jackman, Avery, Zach, Shirley Rhodes, I am Cliff Brock. Jeff Charles, let's hear from you one more time. Take us home.
Have a great night, Eastern Carolina.
Thanks for listening to Pirate Radio Live, an exclusive presentation of the voice of the Pirate Nation. This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM.